Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine, Googans go time on a Thursday morning. And just repeat, Groundhog Day, another chilly morning. It's going to stay that way for another, I don't know, half week or so. So we'll get through, bundle up. This little bundle of joy, baby, you call the drill. E.T., good morning, friend.
South by say, Jeffrey.
Yeah. You have to use that, you have to scrape the ice this morning or no?
A little bit. It was a little bit.
Yeah. I have good news that will affect only me.
Ooh, well, I like to hear that.
The great sugar famine of 2025-6 is over. My new shipment has apparently arrived on the cargo ship. It came from, I don't know, somewhere over in Eastern Europe. I believe it was mined. We've been waiting patiently for a shipment to arrive. And, yeah, walked into the, well, for me, it's the coffee room. Went in to make coffee today, and there it just canister after canister of sugar.
Oh, snap.
I mean, we know how this works in the office, right? You know, those little canisters are like a tennis ball can, like that kind of shape. And in fairness, look, I probably use it more than anyone. So when it goes out, no one knows, and then I don't remember to either say anything or get any. I haven't really complained about it. I've just done without. But man, I could just pour out a mound of sugar and roll around in it this morning. So maybe it'll be a little bit extra peppy.
It's good news.
Well, it is. Can be. All right. Well, any concern that I had about a potential distraction because some of the noise around what will be a Florida-Alabama game this week that brings its own extra edge was certainly avoided. Todd Golden and company sure showed me. They went on the road at South Carolina last night, and I mean, absolutely beat the brakes off of South Carolina. I mean, it was ugly. I believe Florida matched the largest road win in SEC history for that program, 95-48. Beat them 48-20 in the first half, 47-28 in the second half. And what do you know? On a night where Florida really dominates, they get an off-night shooting. Understand that an off-night shooting means it's a night that they make three-pointers. And last night they shot 43% from three. That helped. I'm sure the basket looks awful big when you're up 18, 6-8 minutes into the game. But nonetheless, just a complete performance. Emptied the bench, the big 7 foot, however tall, 9'7", how big is he? Olivier Rioux, he even got in for 2 minutes last night. I wonder this, just kind of a sidebar, and we can go more in depth later. Maybe we won't. But as Florida continues to struggle and find the range from three-point land. They got a couple of freshmen that now, as the playing rotations have filtered out, have found themselves without much playing time. And they were highly recruited, C.J. Ingram and Alex Lloyd. Well, they both got a little bit of cleanup time last night. And what stood out to me, Ingram 1 for 1 from three, Lloyd 1 for 1 from three. So then I said, just wonder what this looks like for the season. And Ingram for the season is, these guys each have a handful of attempts, 14 to 20 attempts on three this year. But Ingram shooting 43%. And Lloyd, after 1 for 1 last night, is shooting 30-something%. It might be worth some spurts here, man, to see if we can get somebody to provide some consistent outside shooting. The front court is just incredibly dominant. We've talked about it all year. Ruben Chinyelu, who's averaging a double-double, had another one last night. 14 points, 11 rebounds. He went 7 for 7 from the field. Gators shot 62% from the field, 43% from three, and 71% from the line. And they're not a good shooting team. They're a good team. They're an athletic team. They've got an incredible front court, but they're not a good shooting team.
Ingram, that's Cornelius.
That's right.
Boy, right?
That's right. Very highly touted. And look, I trust what Todd Golden's doing. He's getting guys seasoned because next year a whole new wave is going to leave, and you got to have guys ready to go. And I think I'll trust his plan on getting those guys most ready and throwing them into the heat of battle in the SEC. When you have experienced players, might not be the time. But there's a lot of basketball left this year. So one of these true freshmen, again, they were both top 50 recruits. One of them emerging is certainly not outside of the scope of possibility. particularly considering they've struggled so badly from deep. We're upping our basketball coverage down the stretch. We welcome in BPY to the family. Big Pat Young is going to start joining us with his basketball take, particularly on Gator basketball. I believe, does that start on Tuesday, E?
Yeah, I believe it's Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, it may start this Tuesday. If it's not this Tuesday, it's the following, but I believe it's this Tuesday, and you'll hear Big Pat across the station in various forms and various shows. And man, we're so happy to have his insight. We do it in football with Chris Storing, also a major player at SEC Network. You can say the same thing now for Patrick. I was watching him last night, SEC in studio. Sneeze button, very functional. That's all I'll say.
Do we have a sneeze button in there?
Yeah.
I was tripping because the board went off.
Yeah, no, I typically don't get to it in time. I got to it's not just right there. I'm not like a bank teller.
Right,
I'm going to
right.
hit that, 911 button. I got to kind of look for it. So I don't always get
Yeah,
it.
you hit it. I'm like, hold on, what's going on with the board
Yeah,
right now?
I felt that one coming. So anyway, we're excited to have BPY, Big Pat Young, tremendous, made a Final Four run at Florida. I believe they had an undefeated season. I think Patrick Young's final season, they were undefeated, number one seed going into the tournament, made to the Final Four in Dallas, where they lost to UConn for the second time that year. So anywho, our basketball IQ goes way up. Our baseball IQ way up with Daniel Murphy. Our football IQ way up because of us. No, I'm kidding. Because of some of the incredible guests we have there, including Fred Taylor. So appreciate our regulars. Patrick Young about to become one of those. And I'm sure one of our first conversations is going to be, where do you find backcourt shooting when you're 21 games into the year and backcourt shooting is showing you what backcourt shooting is? I just don't know for 6 tough games in the NCAA if you can work around that Achilles heel. In fact, I know you can't. Now, piece together with confidence and bracket layout in front of you. Still very high ceiling for this team. The home loss to Auburn notwithstanding. But now it's time to cash the check. A week ago on a podcast, Todd Golden said it. Doesn't get the fanfare of Joe Namath in South Florida. But I don't, they can have him or not have him. We're beating them anyway. You're on record. Sure, that is plastered all over the Alabama locker room. A good basketball program with a good coach in Nate Oates, and that's now got a little extra spice and drama to it. It's a Sunday afternoon game. I think it's 1 o'clock on ABC, I believe. Florida and Bama, 2 ranked teams within the SEC, going to hook up as the Gators bounce back in a big way last night. We barely touched on this, kind of came up at the end of the show, so I'm assuming that this column dropped late in our window yesterday morning, but it's on SI.com, and it's a different take on a top 100 list. He's not giving you the top 100 from the 2025 season, or which would look like the top 100, when the NFL Network players list comes out and so forth. It's not another look back and grading of 2025, and there's still plenty of room for some of those to come out. A Super Bowl hasn't even been played yet. But no, this is his projection on what this list would look like next year. There's some Jaguars smattered through, not a ton. I believe we're going to get to the top 10. The Jaguars do not have a top 10 player. And I can tell you this because I know the players that have already appeared on the list. Only 3, though, in the top 100. We talked about the 2 that show up in the top 50, and one of them, the Jaguars' highest-ranked top 100 player on next year's projection, could be qualified certainly as a surprise. Do you know who the third is? Who's the third Jaguar in the top 100? The projected top 100 for 2026.
I know the 3.
You do know the 3.
We
mentioned all 3 of them?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we guessed all 3 of them. But Trevor, Josh Hines-Allen, Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, it's not. Josh Hines-Allen is not in the 100.
Oh, okay.
And you left out the mega surprise. Devin Lloyd is in there at 93. Yeah. It's another one. assuming the suggestion is he remains in Jacksonville, as we just tiptoe into the beginning stages of the offseason, it seems more and more likely they'd be willing to spend money on that defensive playmaker than they will on the offensive position of running back, where they drafted 2 guys last year. More on that in just a minute.
Okay.
But Devin Lloyd showed up at 93. Josh Hines-Allen was not in the top 100. I think that's an oversight. I think he is a top 100 player. I'm not saying he's an all-pro. But anywho, so Devin Lloyd shows up at 93 on this list, and then they release 11 through 50. 50, Quentin Nelson, 48, Brian Burns, the Giants edge rusher, 46, Jaden Daniels, the Commanders quarterback, 45, Nick Bosa of the 49ers, 44, our first top 50 player, Trevor Lawrence. That might be a little low, but hey, show what you showed the second half of this year for the entirety of 2026, and that number is way too high. You'll be top 10. He writes what we know. Lawrence continued to struggle with consistency, but he had an impressive second half, guided the Jags to the AFC South. There's something special brewing with Lawrence and Liam Cohen, who helped unlock the vast skill set of the former number 1 overall pick. Lawrence completed 61% of his passes, 4,000 yards, 29 touchdowns, 12 picks. One spot higher, we find the highest projected top 100 player for the Jags next year based on the 2026 season. I pause to announce a decision whether or not this is a good thing. I can't help but think that maybe it'd be a great thing if Travis Hunter showed up at number 43 in next year's top 100. Because at least in this ranking, projecting next year's top 100 players in the NFL, Devin Lloyd fell in the 90s. Trevor Lawrence fell at 44. And at number 43, Travis Hunter.
Oh, wow.
Jaguars, second year, I suppose, star based on this projection. Here's what he writes. This is my biggest gamble of the top 100 list. Hunter failed to make an impact as a wide receiver, 28 catches, 298, a touchdown. That's a little harsh. That offense as a whole was trying to find itself. They were a total mess early in the season. And so to get the numbers he did, I can assume there would have been an uptick as that offense got better when the season went. But nonetheless, the numbers are what they are, 28 for 298 and a touchdown. His season cut short due to a non-contact knee injury. He has a long recovery. The Jags could play it safe. But I'm okay with betting this high on Hunter because he showed he can hold his own as a starting cornerback and was starting to figure it out offensively. In his final game, Hunter had 8 for 101 and a touchdown against the Rams in Week 7. So I guess that would be not just a good but a great thing if the guy you traded up for to get number 2 overall, who basically becomes this year's first-round draft pick because you missed him all last year, if he flashes into the top as a top 50 NFL player, that's far from the ceiling, by the way. But that's a projection that, could be headed towards all-pro land. Lockdown corner, top 10. The top 10 is released today. Listen, when you get inside this top 40, it's just a who's who of really good players. TJ Watt, 39. Christian McCaffrey, 38. Cooper DeJean, 37. Nick Bonito, 36. Christian Gonzalez, 35. Shake these guys up and throw them out. All just really, really good players. All right, the Jaguars are got to restock without a first-round pick this year. But they got a bundle in the third, 3. They got a second-round pick. And what we're seeing in the early scouting session at the Senior Bowl now, and we saw it to a degree. I mentioned a prospect it caught my eye from the Shrine Bowl earlier in the week. We're seeing a lot of potential and prospecting at the D-line, which would seem to time up pretty good with the Jaguars' needs. There is a familiar name that caught the eyes and, dare I say, stole the show at the Senior Bowl yesterday. I'll share that with you and more. We are up and rolling here. It is a Thursday, just in case you were wondering. 641-1010, the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. So there's that. I'm going to ask you to resonate on a question in the breakie that you can answer when you come back.
All right.
On a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being just a little drop, just a little backwash of juice, to 5 being juiced.
Juiced.
On Brooks Koepka's return to PGA Tour today and or checking him out in said return. And I bring that up because if the Rats left the ship, they're trying to scurry back up the side of it today. There are more news on more names who said, yeah, I want back in too. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Munoz became the first Bengals player to be enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
This is Anthony Munoz, Pro Football Hall of Famer, and you're listening to 1010XL Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
After attending a Saturday Bumps and Bruises clinic by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, my son's hip and shoulder issues were diagnosed quickly, and he's back playing. As a busy family, we really appreciate their prompt attention.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
To catch more fish, you gotta think like a fish. Captain Kevin and the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show, reeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services, and Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Low mortgage rates are back. Listen, Loan Pronto has fixed rate mortgages with APRs as low as 4.89%. It's the lowest in years. Hey, gang, Prosser here. Smart homeowners are taking advantage of this while they can. If you got stuck in a 6% loan, you can lower your payment big time, or you can keep your primary mortgage intact, get cash out. Equity with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loans. One homeowner just got $250,000 out of their home. They paid off all their credit cards, some car loans, and cut their monthly expense by $2,000. Call now. See what option works best for you, but don't miss this big rate drop of 2026. Ask about new home loans, VA loans, full cash out refis, or their famous rapid equity loan. You can close in less than 2 weeks. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments altogether. Call 904-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com. No hard credit pull. 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. APR for well-qualified buyers.
Visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Jacksonville is the flip side of Florida. And inside the flip side, the action never stops. If you're tired of hearing about the best games after the final whistle, don't get left on the sidelines. Whether it's a unique sporting event you've never seen, a weekend with the family, or a winning date night, Visit Jacksonville is your ultimate playbook. Get in the game. Head to visitjacksonville.com/locals or download the Visit Jax app today and see everything coming in 2026. Jacksonville. Experience the flip side.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $4,000 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Prosser here. Who doesn't love a reward? Of course you do, especially if it's free. Well, how about this 1, 2, 3 offer for your rewards? Become a new member of the Fuel Rewards program with Shell and save 10 cents per gallon on your first fill, 20 cents per gallon on your second, and 30 cents per gallon on your third. Those are the rewards you get with the Shell Fuel Rewards plan. Get everyday savings. At Shell, members get more rewards, savings, and special offers. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
You know, well, I'm a chicken fried. And
I
cold
see what you
beer
did
on
there, you
Friday
sneaky
night.
so-and-so.
A pair of jeans that fit just
Among the
right.
bold and odd declarations that I'm bound to make during the break here as ET and I kicking around, I walked into the producer room this morning with this Jim, mouthful of chicken.
I'm about to go get me one.
Yeah, I know you are. I left you one. Then we can more
It's
on
one of
that.
our greatest moves right there.
Oh, that was a good one.
You know.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, by the way, and we had chicken the day before was the
Right, we
Chick-fil-A
did.
day. We got extra Chick-fil-A yesterday, so add to that list that I gave you.
Right.
And I told you, again, the bold, useless proclamations made. I told ET that by, like, percentage of your consumption, without trying,
Yeah.
like just how it falls, I put myself in the top 10 percentile of chicken eaters in America. To wit, yesterday morning, we had the Chick-fil-A, and that meant I had like the chicken patty and then, a couple of the minis. I love those things. And then I went to dinner last night with Mrs. P, my daughter and her husband. Guess we call those sons-in-law. And went Italian. So naturally looking at all the great selections, and I love lasagna and ravioli and any and everything. Of course, I went with chicken parm. Got up today, came into the radio station, opened, remembered our bold, terrific move from yesterday, and there's some leftover Chick-fil-A, because if you haven't figured out by now, you can't have enough chicken. And I've already put down a chicken patty this morning. So I'm just saying somebody may be on a chicken-only diet. They're excluded. I'm saying without trying, just how it play it as it lies. I gotta be top 10 percentile and chicken as the choice.
You're going to like this. For lunch yesterday, Daly's chicken tenders.
There you go.
For dinner, Daly's chicken sandwich.
There you go.
That was me yesterday.
That dash is for real, gang.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, if you're craving like that chicken sandwich style, and there's a dash right there, do yourself a favor and pop in there real quick. Can't beat the price either. Nice drop in there, by the way.
I probably changed a homeless guy's life yesterday.
What'd you do? I love doing things like this. Tell me.
He was on the corner,
Okay,
asking
sure.
for bread, and I ain't gonna give you no bread. But you hungry?
Mhm.
Like, I can use something to eat. Hooked him up with a Daly's chicken sandwich.
Good for you. Love hearing it. I
Which is
love
like-
doing that kind of stuff. I'm guilty sometimes just handing them cash.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm guilty or not, and just hope to God they do with it what they need to do in the moment.
Right, that's the thing.
But you should feel anytime you're in a car and somebody else is standing in rags on the corner, regardless if you can or do or give or don't give, the last thing in the world you should be is pissed. You shouldn't be ticked. You should have some that should empathy. You should take a moment to realize how blessed you are. Just a little life lesson here from the chicken eater. All right, the reaction, naturally, no surprise here, continues to roll in from the Hall of Fame vote. And, with no due respect to any of the voters that are trying to explain, yeah, I didn't vote for Belichick, here's why, put a sock in it. Jimmy Johnson called you guys for what you are, jealous a-holes. Jimmy Johnson said, I'm not going to the Hall of Fame this year. This is so BS. And he's saying the words. He's he's either on McAfee or something. I mean, he's saying like a-hole. He said the word. It's a bunch of BS. Bleep these guys. It's ridiculous. And it is. It's an affront. It takes away from this is Jimmy. This is the Hall of Famers talking, not my opinion. It takes away from all of us that are in here. It demeans the entire Hall of Fame because of 10, 11, 12 jealous a-holes. Then he went into if it was the Spygate, and then he documented how every single team in the NFL was doing something not on the up in that period. And the Spygate, Deflategate, that's all BS, and that's Patriots hate, and I get it. It was frustrating as a non-Patriot fan to me, too, at the time, but you've got to be able to separate these things. Tom Brady, ET, said yesterday if he had to play one game, he would take Bill Belichick as his coach. These opinions matter to you 11, 12, or 13 jealous a-holes? Does it matter to y'all? These guys' opinions, do they matter? Or is it just, whoever's sitting in that room just deciding on their own parameters what is and what isn't? This, though, was the one that got me. Listen, I suggested the Hall of Fame yesterday should right the wrong. I'm sorry. We've never done this before. We'll never do it again. We're going to recalibrate how the selection process is, but we cannot have Bill Belichick, arguably the best coach in the history of our sport, eligible for the Hall and have 50 dimwits not get it right. So they put out, and they put out a statement, and then they got to the meat of it at the very end in the last paragraph. When talking about the voters and the integrity of the vote and how they're coming up with their decisions, as they continue to review that, they write, this could include the possibility that such selectors would not remain as a member of the committee moving forward. The selection of a new class is the most important duty the Hall of Fame oversees each year, and the integrity of that process cannot be in question. At least they're not head in the sand. It is what it is. We trust the voters. At least they recognize that the entire world, the entire sports world, I should say, the entire sports world collectively together, middle fingers across America to the Hall of Fame voters. Not the kind of fun, joyous celebration that Canton signed up for. The Hall of Fame and its weekend, the prestige and the honor. At the beginning of the process, it was never meant to be undermined by some fat ass in Cleveland or some blogger in Kansas City. Get out of here. You don't get a vote anymore. And this weak A excuse, there was 5 guys and you could only vote 3 and I wanted so-and-so. You just said right now why you shouldn't vote. It's not like for you to decide, well, the timing couldn't be wrong for this guy or this is that. No, you're supposed to say which of these 3 in order are Hall of Famers. Not, well, I'll leave him there because I can take him or I really feel for this. If you feel so much for this guy, where you been on voting for him for the last 20 years? Now, all of a sudden, Elsie Greenwood has your attention? So in trying to explain, they just sound even stupider. And anyone that shares the opinion I have right now is emboldened by those that matter. Not big mouths like me, not guys that are writing columns, not podcasters. No, the Jimmy Johnsons and Tom Brady's and Robert Krafts of the world have spoken. And they're right. They are. Every other opinion is dead ass wrong. And if you don't agree with that, go down to your local newspaper and hope one day you can be a Hall of Fame voter. And you, too, can treat it like you're voting for class president at Fillmore Junior High. I got some percolating free agency news, some news from the Senior Bowl, all that and more when we return. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The votes are in for the Folio Weekly Best of Jax Awards. The award for Best Sports Radio Show goes to
Helmets and Heels.
The winner for Best Radio Sports Anchor is
Dan Hicken.
Hear them every day on 1010XL.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
It's Thursday. New Hard Rock Bet rewards are dropping.
Nice. You in, Jeremy Shockey?
I don't do drops.
Jeremy, we're talking bonus bets, deposit matches, and parlay insurance.
Got it. I do those drops. Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New customers, double your winnings on your first 10 bets. Max bet of $50 per bet. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
If it is time for you, for whatever reason, to sell your home, don't worry about the struggle. I got the solution. The solution is this, and it's real simple. I got it from Chad and Sandy at chadandsandy.com. They're local real estate experts that I know and trust. But they have the solution, this promise to you. Your home sold guaranteed, or they'll buy it. Mortgage rates have dropped. They're expected to move even lower. Home sales momentum is building. Now's the time to get your home ready to maximize your sales price. It's time to call Chad and Sandy, the proven experts that will sell your home. You need to sell now, fast, easy, stress-free, max price. Chad and Sandy's science-based Market Max system, a proven, repeatable system, guaranteed to sell your home. Using the Market Max system, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required repairs. Pick your move-in date. Simple as that. So call the local experts I trust and recommend. Call Chad and Sandy, 414-6200, ChadandSandy.com.
What's up, Duval? I'm Chad Volamic, owner of Purple Heart Pools, Jacksonville's veteran-owned pool company for over 10 years. We specialize in new pool construction and pool renovations, built on military values, integrity, communication, attention to detail, and honor. Now is the perfect time to start your pool project, so when the heat hits, your pool is ready. As an Iraq War veteran and Purple Heart recipient, pride in what I do is everything. Let me show you the difference in how my team and I execute your pool project with military precision. Call Purple Heart Pools, Jacksonville's veteran pool company.
Looking for a great way to give back and enjoy some friendly competition? Join us for Operation New Uniforms Veterans Cup on Friday, April 10th. This competitive clay shoot tournament is a fun afternoon on the range, followed by awards, a reception, and time to connect with others who care about supporting veterans. Your participation helps Operation New Uniform empower veterans, transitioning service members, and military spouses as they move into meaningful careers. Put your teams together and join us on April 10th. Register today at onuvets.org. That's onuvets.org.
Make Capital Glass and Shower Doors your premier choice for top-quality glass solutions. With over 40 years of expertise, their team specializes in commercial and residential projects. From elegant shower doors to modern frameless enclosures, they've got you covered. But that's not all. They also offer glass railing systems, glass wine cabinets, and much more. For unmatched quality and service, choose Capital Glass and Shower Doors. Your vision, their expertise. Visit online at capcoglass.com.
Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside, your locally owned commercial truck headquarters and proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hey, it's Rick Ballou. We got a fresh shipment of hard-to-find ProMaster vans, perfect for Section 179. My buddy Tommy and his team are committed to the community and make the process simple. Upfits, delivery, everything handled right. If you need ProMaster vans or commercial trucks for your fleet, you need Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Shock the Monkey. Whatever that means. It's weird songs, man.
Bruh, you know music, man.
And they put some weird bleep into the whole musical stew through the years. This is, you know, the reason I know this, bro, is this is the only time I know any music is like in the 80s, because I'm in high school and then in college and music's playing all the time. As soon as talk radio came around, I left music in the rearview mirror, man.
Can I get a artist, please?
Monkey. Is this Peter Gabriel?
Peter Gabriel.
Take that, Get Smart, John. Huh? I'm going to get into some Jags draft talk here in just a second.
Draft talk.
Draft talk. More than anything, just kind of remind you where we sit. So we'll get to that here in just a second. But first, Gator basketball team, a winner last night. Man, what a bounce back, and perhaps a get ready for after losing to Auburn at home, and they'll play Alabama at home this week. And by now words have been expressed. You wondered with that game in the middle, could it be a trap game at all? Will they have the undivided attention? Yeah, attention undivided. They just wallop South Carolina, who's not great, but they ain't that bad. They're not 95-48 bad. And we'll see if Florida can carry that momentum over and into a big home game with Alabama coming up this Sunday. Why do I not want Giannis? He doesn't have the, if other stars of his ilk, when they had come free in the last 10 years, whether it's KD or LeBron I'd take those guys. Luka, sure. Why do I not want Giannis? Is that a mistake?
I'm the same way, bro.
Why is that? The guy's won an MVP. He's won a championship. He's won scoring titles.
He gives me, this might be a little far-fetched, kind of A.J. Brownish. If he's not happy.
Yeah, except I don't think he turns it on his team quite as much.
No.
I do think he has gotten to the point, whenever you get to this point as an athlete, that you're taking your fulfillment by not what you're doing and how your team is performing, but by what people are saying about you. That's a tough world to live in as an athlete.
Yeah, goodness.
If that's how if you're going to get your fulfillment by the nightly cheers and boos.
You live by the cheers and you'll die by the booze.
That's right. And I kind of feel that it does feel like it's worn its path. And by the way, Milwaukee should remember Giannis as one of the all-time greats. Put him up there in the top 3 in franchise history. He won a title. But man, it went south quick. By the way, Milwaukee right now is just an average basketball team. In fact, if the playoffs started today, the Bucks wouldn't even be in the play-in. Sitting at 18-27. I guess the word is they want a young alpha talent and assortment, a variety of draft picks, and they'll get it. But man, I wonder. And this could also be in play though. Is there a little bit of out of sight, out of mind? From this standpoint, the Bucks aren't good and they're not relevant and they're not title contenders, so it can, dumb down your opinion of Giannis. I was looking here at the leading scorers, but he must not have enough games to qualify. He's been, oft injured of late, it feels like. And there's a market for Giannis. The trade deadline, by the way, is next week in the NBA. And this is by far the biggest chess piece that's out there. And, the Bucks, whether they do it now or whether they just wait and do something in the summer, Giannis is playing his final days in Milwaukee. You know me, E. You can't grab at my heartstrings a whole lot when it comes to sports. I'm into the nitty gritty and the bulbs that indicate the score. It was a cool moment last night in Cleveland.
All right.
But the cool part was, he's an accessory at this point, Bronny. I feel for the kid. I felt for him since he was drafted. But he got put in the game late last night. LeBron was playing in Cleveland. I don't know why they keep saying it could be his final game in Cleveland. LeBron ain't going out without his victory tour.
He's not going out without the tour.
That's right. He's going to have the tour. He's going to get he wants that. That's important to him. So, yeah, that ain't happening. It won't be his last trip to Cleveland. He said he did get caught up in the currency of the moment last night, and he got a little emotional. Wasn't about the highlights. Man, looking back on young LeBron, you forget.
That boy was bad.
You watch a person age, and it doesn't stand out like, he was so young, flying through the lane, and just incredible all-around talent. Certainly near the end now. He didn't play a ton last night. Here's what happened, though. Bronny got in the game late. First of all, crowd went, "We want Bronny."
Oh, yeah?
Right, because they're in Cleveland, and LeBron wants Bronny to play because his mom's there. Gloria's there, Gloria.
Uh-huh.
And so she gets to see her son and her grandson playing an NBA game.
Yeah, pretty cool.
That is insane. And that's what LeBron said. That's insane. That is insane. A father and a son playing in the league at the same time, no matter how it's configured or contrived, is incredible. And Bronny had 8 points. 3 for 3 shooting. He had a steal and a dunk. I guess he had a couple of threes because he had 8. He almost outscored Pops.
Yeah, he only had 11.
Yeah, he had 11. Bronny had 8. The Cavs just got blistered. Didn't play great, but I'm sorry, the Lakers got blistered. There's also talk about LeBron's last season being in Cleveland.
Yeah, there's talk about that.
Do you take Bronny with you? I don't know if the mix is quite as good this time because that's kind of Donovan Mitchell's team. At some point, it's got to be somebody else's team, and it would be his team, but you would just live such in the shat. But if you're Cleveland, who cares?
Yeah.
We're a big steaming pile of nothing. LeBron, you want to come play your last year? Back. You're damn right. Donovan, you be 6 man. It wouldn't go that far, but yeah, it would make a little sense if LeBron finished there, and I wonder, would he bring Bronny in tow? Would that be a part of the package? Yeah, you can take me, but you got to bring Bronny, and then he has to be guaranteed starter for the next 5 years.
Oof.
Huh? You don't think they'd go quite that far?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not so sure myself. All right, so the Senior Bowl workouts are underway. The Jags have a bunch. They have 3 in the third and 1 in the second. I think they have 5 in the top 100, maybe 5 in the top 150. I'm looking for the list here, but I'm multitasking, so I don't have it right in front of me. I know we got a bunch of picks, more of them. All right, here we go. Here's the list of the picks. They got no first rounder. They got their pick in the second. They have 3 in the third, and then none in the fourth now. Then they get 2 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth. Then they say 2 in the seventh. I think this may have been increased since this. When was this out? No, this is updated in mid-January. So, nonetheless, with those 4 right there in the second and third round, you have to figure they're going to refortify that defensive line in some form or fashion, whether it's edge rushers or interior players. And it was the defensive line prospects that caught some eyes yesterday at the Senior Bowl. They're over in Mobile, a contingent of NFL coaches and scouts trying to find that next wave of NFL talent. Caleb Banks is starting to flash. The former Gators had some good workouts. And yesterday the defensive line overall showed well. So I promise you, they got a lot of eyes, a lot of interviews in Mobile on the defensive line and those defensive line prospects. And it includes Caleb Banks, who's been one of the guys really catching a lot of eyeballs. Banks was projected as a first rounder before the season start. Got hurt early in the year. I'll give him credit. He worked himself all the way back to playing 1 game at the end. And perhaps now he's getting back to full health, and we'll see. Certainly the type of prospect that could be on the Jaguars' radar come draft day. I got a couple of notes here from Pro Football Focus, then we'll come back with a football fix. They're both Jag-related. Who would you project, ET, if you had to name out a Jaguars breakout star, breakout player for next year, who would you say right now?
Right now,
Yeah.
breakout star,
Yeah,
Bashal Tutin.
Bashal Tutin. I thought the same thing, and so when I went to PFF and they listed the Jags' potential breakout players, it was Bashal Tutin. Makes a lot of sense. And at least as you read the PFF description on Tutin's year, grade-wise, he was better. He had 81 carries. I think he forced 21 missed tackles, maybe. It was a high missed tackle rate, which was funny to me. As I watch him, he looks like he's a magnet for contact, but he is missing some there. And his other grades worked out well. And I think when you drafted Bashal Tutin, you did it with the idea of him getting a lot of carries at some point. So, again, it's all this writing on the wall that would seem to make it less likely that Travis Etienne would return than, say, Devin Lloyd on defense. PFF is also attaching 1 free agent signing for every team. We're over the cap. So the big names, the top 10 free agents, they're not going to be on the Jaguars' radar, I would doubt, unless there's some sort of other massive moves. And if this is indeed the Jags' premier free agent, it would kind of fall in line with what they did last year when they didn't bring in any huge names, but they were right in their evaluations on guys like Eric Murray and Jordan Lewis. They missed on De'Ami Brown. I think they hit overall on the O-line guys. They missed on Agba. Some hit and some miss there. I was a tad surprised in the position that they chose. And I know Dewey is most likely on his way out, but Antonio Johnson, man, is a riser there. I would think that Johnson and Murray are your starting safeties. You feel pretty good about them. But they say it would be a safety, the number 65th ranked player in free agency, which, again, this falls in line with kind of the level of players, at least by perception, we were getting a year ago. But it's safety Jalen Thompson from the Cardinals. It says the Jags should retain the bulk of their roster from their impressive season last year. Devin Lloyd being the elephant in the room. At the same time, they could stand to better the safety room with Andrew Wingard, a free agent. Thompson has been a steady presence with the Cardinals secondary, earning good PFF grades in each of his 7 career seasons. Got versatility. So anyway, it would not be a name that you knew. Maybe now you will. You at least, I think that's the guy they mentioned on the drill a couple of months ago. Back with the Football Fix and more. You are listening to 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville hosting Lipscomb in Atlantic Sun basketball today at Swisher Gymnasium. The Bison have won 5 straight, but they have lost 7 of 10 on the road this year. They're laying 4.5 against the Dolphins, 140.5 the total. North Florida, a 1.5 home favorite with Stetson at UNF Arena. Hatters have lost 10 of 11 on the road this season. They're in the midst of a 3-game losing streak. Osprey playing for their 3rd straight victory. Tampa Bay Lightning, a $2.05 home favorite against the Winnipeg Jets today. Xander Schauffele plus 1475 to win the Farmers Insurance Open at Torrey Pines in San Diego. Brooks Koepka 51-1. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
When it's game time, make feeding the crowd easy. Chicken Salad Chick serves fresh Southern-style chicken salad, flavorful sides, and crowd-favorite catering trays. Order ahead at chickcatering.com or visit one of 4 area locations today.
Happy New Year, everyone. It's time to treat yourself to something special.
What better way to start the year than with a stunning Cadillac from Randy Marion Cadillac?
My dad, Randy Marion, is the king of price, and we've got unbeatable prices and a great selection to choose from.
You can see all the inventory at RandyMarionCadillacJacksonville.com.
And don't forget, we need your car even if you don't buy from us.
Ask for Sean Spencer and he'll pay top dollar for your vehicle. Drive to Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville. Plus tax tag titled $9.99 admin fee and resistol on approved credit.
You waited forever for your new fence. Then, strangers show up. Subcontractors rushing the job. Sent by the company you trusted. Frustrating, right? Superior Fence and Rail promises better. Their professionally trained builders deliver quality you can trust. No subcontractors, no shortcuts. Just the superior craftsmanship your home deserves.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Hi, Jacksonville. This is Dr. George Bari, an orthopedic surgeon who is fellowship trained in sports medicine by the Dr. James Andrews. Wintertime is upon us, and you may notice you wake up in the morning with some aches and pains in the shoulders and knees. If this happens to you, don't forget, stay mobile to try to reduce stiffness in your joints. And if that doesn't work, come see me at Bari Orthopedics, where we can treat you with cortisone injections and platelet-rich plasma injections and other non-invasive needs. Visit me at BariOrthopedics.com.
A new year is the perfect time to finally get organized. Hey, this is Lauren Brooks, and I love our closets from Closets by Design. They create custom storage systems designed around how you actually live. From closets and garages to home offices, entertainment centers, laundry rooms, and more. Beautiful, functional storage for any space, lifestyle, and budget. Start the new year strong with 40% off plus an extra 15% off, free installation, and 18-month special financing. Schedule your free in-home consultation. Call 904-878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Basketball is back as Division I college basketball takes center stage with the UNF Ospreys. Osprey basketball returns home to CSI Company's court at UNF Arena this Saturday, January 31st against Lipscomb. So make your plans to see the Ospreys in action at UNF Arena on Saturday, January 31st against Lipscomb. Tip-off at 2 o'clock. Visit UNFOspreys.com/buy tickets now to secure your seats. UNFOspreys.com/buy tickets now. Swoop!
If you're listening to 1010 and you're a parent, chances are your kids are playing sports. Check out i9sports.com with spring and summer registration open right now, in the gym or on the field, and now at Tocoi Creek High School and Westside Middle. Check it out, i9sports.com.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love it. You shouldn't have, but I'm glad you did.
The love that a little box from Beard's Diamonds can hold is something that those big box jewelry stores can't understand. As Town Center's only locally owned jeweler with international connections, Beard's Diamonds knows that our little boxes are full of promises, celebrations, milestones, and magic. Big box jewelers only have big overhead and big markups, but Beard's Diamonds sees the big picture of the little box. That's why you can look to us for a great selection of dazzling diamonds and designer jewelry, and a listen-first approach to helping you turn what's in a little box into a big part of your special someone's life. Come experience the local, loyal, and helpful difference of Beard's Diamonds in Town Center. When it comes to helping you celebrate with beautiful jewelry, Beard's Diamonds thinks outside the big box stores. And that makes a big difference. Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
My heart is saying no. If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. If you wanna.
If there's a song that you would like to hear, a brief blurb of, you just want to text me during one of the breaks. If I sing anything remotely near any kind of topic, I was singing the police version of Message in a Bottle. He came back with some genie nonsense.
I just heard. I didn't know that one.
You don't know that's the police Message in a Bottle?
I just caught the bottle part
Sending
though.
out an SOS. You never heard that song?
I probably did.
Oh, yeah, you gotta look that one up, man. You're the musical conduit here on the program. I like how we give and take here. I mean, you share, little news with Dan, and then, I hook you up with some, rock and roll classics. I don't know if that's Sting or the Police. I think that's still the Police. The text line will know. Laugh.
It's the Police.
It is the Police. Well,
I've heard this before.
Okay, good. Fire up the band. Okay, we'll do this. It's got a good vibe to it, man. What is it, about 82? What do you got? Oh, you don't. There's no dates. No big deal. Sounds about right to me. Sending out an SOS. Well, a lot of NFL teams had to do that this offseason, and more are seeing that distress signal answered. I guess time will tell if that's a ship they wanted to climb on. Football Fix is brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin, Home Life Business Auto, a super plan for you, a super dream team that she's put together through the years. Always has you in mind first. That's Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. And my friends at the home course. Tee it high and let it fly and layer up at the home course, the Jointon Creek Golf Club. All right, one of those 1979, okay. One of those teams that sent out their distress signal, the Cleveland Browns, and it doesn't. There are a lot of teams here that made these coaching changes, and I sit here, they don't look like they're in better shape. I mean, we'll find out. Joe Brady, that's an odd situation in Buffalo. I mean, what do you really change? Like, usually when you change head coaches, you want a different direction. And so when you promote from within, you're basically just making the offensive side of the ball and, the decision maker, and hire a new top of the defensive side of the ball. It's just odd. But anyway, I guess we'll find out if Todd Monken is a better coach than Kevin Stefanski. Not with the quarterbacks that they have there. Shedeur Sanders Pro Bowl nod notwithstanding. Monken, by the way, the folks who have been around Cleveland a long time remember Monken as the offensive coordinator there in 2019. It was a terrible year. Freddie Kitchens was the head coach. They went 5-11 with Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham Jr. I think they had a ton of talent on offense. They didn't do a thing. Well, Monken, apparently by the end of the year, pregame when you're out on the field and you're talking to other coaches, we're just telling anyone to listen what a dumpster fire the Browns were and how they worked things during the week, and then Kitchens would call it different during the game, and that's just unprofessional, right? He's in his 50s at that point. He's not some young guy, so some people are calling that up. Well, what a mess, I think, was the quote that was attributed. Well, guess what, Todd? It's still a mess. And now it's your turn to try and figure it out. You know another issue with the Hall of Fame this year? What's up with the leaks? They used to be super tight on the leaks. Why did the Bill Belichick news leak? And now we learn with the report Eli Manning has missed out on the Hall of Fame for the second straight year.
Wow.
What? I thought we weren't going to find out until they knock on the door and we have the honors.
Yeah, it used to be tight.
I got to assume Eli tells someone who tells someone who tells someone, because we have known in years past, but out of respect for Tony, Tony would tell us 2 days before, oh, man, I didn't get in. Don't say anything. And so we would know and be disappointed for him. But, they've always been really, really, really aware and paranoid about it getting out. So, and we're not talking about earlier in the process. When they get down to the 15 and they're deciding, it's supposed to be the drama of Friday night and finding out. But apparently word has trickled out that Eli knows that he has missed the Hall for the second straight year. And they also now have a leak problem, apparently, in the Hall of Fame. In a move that's so Sean Payton, he fired his offensive coordinator after the effort on Sunday. After the Broncos had a pretty good year offensively, after the offensive coordinator had nothing to do with the ridiculous decision to not kick the field goal, and after he played the AFC Championship game with Jarrett Stidham. But yeah, the Jets have hired a defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn, expected to call defense. Can we just say Aaron Glenn and just be fortunate you dodged a bullet there? I mean, Aaron Glenn was a hot candidate for a lot of teams. It did not go well year one in New York. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Hick and Arrival and more next on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
You press the button. Behind those doors, there's a life you always dreamt of.
This is 1010 XL.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
Funny thing, a lot of plumbing companies still call themselves local, even after being bought by, well, not local people. Meanwhile, Hall & Sons Plumbing is still family-owned, veteran-operated, and proudly serving Jacksonville the way we always have, with a handshake, honest pricing, and real local roots. So if you want a plumber who actually lives down the road, not in a boardroom 3 states away, call Hall & Sons Plumbing. Local. Family. Real.
If you miss an interview, it'll be waiting for you on demand.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Search where you find podcasts.
And at 1010XL.com.
Trained by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
We've all been there. You hear about an incredible event Monday morning, but it happens Sunday. Stop missing out. Jacksonville is the flip side of Florida, and we have the solution. From under-the-radar sporting events to the perfect family outing or date night, Visit Jacksonville as your all-access pass to the city. Plan your 2026 season at visitjacksonville.com/locals. visitjacksonville.com/locals. Or download the Visit Jax app for the full lineup. See what you've been missing.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Are you ready for another historic season at the bank? It's time to lock in your seats for 2026 by placing your deposit now. Next season will be played at Everbank Stadium, but seating capacity is limited due to in-bowl renovations, and spots are going fast. Don't miss out on your chance to see the season's biggest matchups and highlight real moments by placing your deposit at jaguars.com/tickets or by calling 904-633-2000. Go Jags!
It all begins with Speed Weeks, presented by Advent Health, February 11th through 15th. This week, you can win a 4-pack of tickets to the United Rentals 300 and ARCA Menards Series doubleheader. Who won the first Daytona 500? Text the driver's last name to 641-1010. Who won the first Daytona 500? Text the answer to 641-1010 for a chance to win a 4-pack of tickets to the United Rentals 300 and ARCA Menards Series doubleheader, February 14th.
What Baltimore Orioles player received a 22-minute standing ovation?
For over 20 years, Southern Oak Insurance has given Floridians a better alternative to their current homeowners policy. See what you can get with Southern Oak. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Cal Ripken holds the record of playing 2,632 consecutive games. On his final game, the Oriole great received a 22-minute standing ovation.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, the adorable chess man on the trucks.
There are two things you should ask yourself about your garage floor. How clean is it now, and how clean would you like it to be? A typical bare concrete floor doesn't just collect dirt, it makes dirt.
It is literally made of dirt.
As much as you sweep and mop, the dust and grit just never ends.
And drips from your car seep into the pores, staining the concrete forever.
A Checkmate multi-layer floor resists drips and stains. It comes in your choice of dozens of colors and sweeps up sparkling clean in just seconds.
No need to wear shoes in the garage and track dirt back in the house.
Gorgeous?
Check. Durable?
Check. Tidy enough to walk on wearing clean white socks? Checkmate.
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Pro Football Focus Bradley Locker suggests the Jaguars pursue safety Jalen Thompson in free agency, highlighting his versatility and performance under schemes similar to Jag DC's Anthony Campanelli's. Florida State edge Cal behind 18 from Chauncey Wiggins, 11 from Robert McCray, and 8 boards from LeJay Jones. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently at 7:04 and it's 34 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Josie's on a vacation far away. Come around and talk it up.
You know it! Yes, sir! I don't want to lose your love tonight. Woo!
Okay.
Good to be here. Hello, Thursday.
Thursday is chilly arrival.
Raise your hand if you stayed up to the end of the Gator game.
Woo! Why would you do that?
Because
you had to, yeah.
I didn't have to. I was.
I thought maybe you were at work.
Nah. I was just up.
Raise your hand if you didn't make it to the tip of the Gator game and you watched it this morning.
Oh, there you go. 28 assists. So good game. Good bounce back. South Carolina stinks. So, but a good win nonetheless for Florida. And they get to 6-2 and 15-6 overall. Now they get Alabama Sunday, not Saturday.
Well, there's like a goal, a benchmark there that if Florida hits, they'll probably win any and every game they play. It's just a benchmark that they probably won't hit again this year. They made 43% from three.
I don't know if this is accurate. I don't know if it doesn't make a lot of sense to me concerning our Jaguars. Fox Sports put it out. Your 2025 NFL regular season home attendance returns. Okay, so like the number one team in attendance
Dallas
has the biggest stadium, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. They had 743,000 people. Now, look, maybe it has to do with extra game or not an extra game because this is just number of people.
Okay.
Right? Don't we have some years 8 and some years 9? Isn't that how it works?
No, some years we have 8
Or 7
and some
and
years
8?
we have 7. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe that's it?
This year we
Where
had
do you think
year we had 8, I think.
Where do you think the Jags ranked?
Well, I don't know stadium size, and we definitely had some. We're a work in progress when it came to building that. So I'd say very low. They probably only hit about what'd you say the leader was 700 something thousand?
743,934.
I'm gonna guess the Jags played.
Low one is 465,014.
Played 8. Is the lowest what?
465,000.
Not much more than that. Yeah, I'd say that might be the Jags number.
It's not. You know who was last though? And again, this is why I find this hard to believe. Now I don't have a big stadium, but the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, it does.
Does that make sense?
No, I don't watch.
You know who was 31st? The defending Super Bowl champions,
Eagles.
Yeah. What am I missing? There's got to be something.
It's a dumb list.
Something cooking.
At the end of the day, if you're a good NFL team, then your stadium is packed and they all look the same, right?
Dallas, Denver, Kansas City, 1, 2, 3. Jets, Giants, 4, 5. Now,
what's the Jags?
Giants
cumulative?
are probably
I'm surprised it's over 500.
Huh?
What's the Jags number? Like what was there?
580. They were.
That surprises me. That's awful high.
18th.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, then they're claiming a sellout for every game.
Well, 6 times 8 is 48. How could it be 58?
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
If they played 8 games,
yeah, because they played
that's over 70,000 a game.
Oh, maybe they're getting credit for London.
Maybe they're getting credit for
I bet you they are. I bet you get credit for the London home game. I don't know how else you can go from, they added 80,000.
They certainly aren't including preseason.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah, because some teams, that's imbalanced as well.
Be nice in their future rankings, maybe get a little, pretext of what exactly it is, how they got it and what it includes.
Yeah, because this could be tickets sold, and this is probably, it has to be because Jets and Giants played not in full houses. We watched Jets and Giants.
Yeah, right.
And they're 4th and 5th.
And you know what? At the end of the day, if you're not a good team and it doesn't matter. They just want your ticket. If you're not going to go, great.
Oh, yeah.
That's not applying here where you're building something. But I'm talking in big markets, you just got to sell out your premiums, sell out your suites, and if we're no good, I don't blame you. I asked ET this question. He doesn't really have a dog in the fight, or not one that's included.
ET going to New York City this weekend.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, where you going, Friday?
Saturday morning.
When is the
Saturday
LeBron
morning?
game?
Sunday night.
Sunday night, huh?
Yeah.
E.T. in New York.
Yeah.
Now, do the Lakers play before then?
Friday. They play Friday against Washington.
You need LeBron to sit out that Friday game.
He needs a load regardless. He needs a load management game, buddy.
He's going to play at the Garden, though.
I'm worried.
Man.
That's why we picked that game.
Only 11 points last night. Something might be hurting. Oh, no.
Chill, man. Chill.
No.
It's a Sunday night game, you said?
Yeah, Sunday nighter.
Like 6?
7. I think 7.
7?
That's a kind of an odd posturing for a Sunday game, but I will.
Going up there to see the Red Hot Knicks four straight.
Stop by Atlanta 4 straight on your way. Hey, by
the way, you said this morning.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I want Giannis.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's nutty.
Okay.
You're the Atlanta Hawks. If you get Giannis Antetokounmpo, you take him running.
Okay. I don't.
You're a franchise that has no meaning in the NBA, whatever. And you know that.
I was talking more in generalities than me specifically in Atlanta.
Why wouldn't you take him?
I wouldn't trade Jalen Johnson and the 3rd pick in the draft for Giannis.
All right.
I wouldn't do that.
Do you have somebody to pair with him?
Well, I have a team right now.
Who is
Jalen Johnson is their best player.
Okay, so he goes.
That's right.
Okay, so who's the other guy?
Probably. I mean, they have.
Who can be his Robin?
There's no Robin if they don't have.
There's
Jalen
no
Johnson.
Robin.
There's a bunch of good players. I don't know, Alexander Walker, Dyson Daniels. They've got they've got a bunch of good players. They don't have a great player. They don't have an all-star except for Jalen Johnson. I wouldn't trade Jalen Johnson and the number 3 pick in the draft, which is going to be a really good player this year. Really good one.
What? Oh, well, you got the lottery.
Yeah, got that lottery pick.
From who?
Pelicans. And so the Bucks are going to demand that, and they should. They're going to want your best young player and like 4 first-rounders.
I don't know why the Knicks. I'll take them.
Yeah, that's a different. And it's funny. You came in with their off the top rope. I was going to ask you, would you? And I thought you would say yes.
Hell yeah, I take them.
You're a complete different dynamic than the Hawks.
But I don't think we have enough to offer.
Yeah, what would you? That's the question.
No, we don't have near enough.
My bigger question was, and I feel like this isn't just me, but league-wide, like the perception of Giannis has gone way down. And
See,
why
I don't know
is that?
why.
Because
I
they're
don't
not
think
winning?
it has.
Oh,
Yeah.
it definitely has.
Wow. Then they're stupid. I mean, who wouldn't want Giannis Antetokounmpo?
It's not a matter of just
You're stupid too.
flat up. It's not a matter of not wanting him. It's a matter of wanting him under the parameters with which you can get him.
The Lake Show going to go win a title this year without him?
I don't know.
No.
No,
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, I mean, they're
You want Luka and him together?
No.
But you don't have enough to give them either.
Yeah, they
like
don't
I
have
saw that the Warriors have made a huge offer for him. Apparently.
Oh,
right?
for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, what they try to give?
Like 4 players, including Butler.
Oh,
and
yeah?
3 first-round picks. They say that nobody can match the what the Warriors have offered. The Spurs are another one that would be interesting because the Spurs are like those teams are like what puts us over the top. What now? If you're the Spurs, you're like, well, we beat OKC 2 out of 3 this year. Maybe we can beat them without him. So do you want to give stuff up, or does he put you over the top? That's the debate that you have. But it's interesting.
His numbers this year are slightly down. Giannis does have a lot of length on that resume now, man. He's been in the league since 2013-14, but I mean,
How
to
old
your
is he?
point, 31.
Mm-hmm.
Averaging this year 28 points, 10 rebounds.
E, are you going to chronicle your New York City trip on social media?
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to wear the glasses?
You know it.
I could point out, by the way, that the Bucks with Giannis, the difference maker you want to trade your whole franchise for, are 9 games under 500.
Oh yeah, they're terrible. I don't know.
There's no debating the guy's a great player, and I don't dislike Giannis. I guess I feel like he's more out than he really is.
So you go up Saturday morning.
Flying out at like 7 a.m.
Okay. Where are you flying into? JFK? JFK?
Yeah.
All right. And you're going to take a ride over to Manhattan?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I don't got all that started. I just know where I want to be Sunday night. Everything else, she can handle that.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, as long as
you don't even know where you're staying, do you?
No, she got all. As long as I'm in Madison Square Garden Sunday by tip off, I'm good.
All right. So you don't know if you're like walking Manhattan on
I
Saturday.
hope not. It's gonna be cold. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You may not get back.
I might not.
It's gonna be cold.
It might. Yeah, it's going to be cold.
Woo! I forgot. Yeah, you're going into the tundra. What's the temperature in New York this weekend? Did you check? It's probably like 5 degrees.
It's pretty cold,
dude.
Why do you, other than being? Yeah, it's cold, man. It's a hard time.
It's 4 degrees right now.
There's supposed to be another wave coming through, by the way. Is there snow in the forecast this weekend?
Good news for you, E. Friday's 15-1. Saturday it gets up to 21, so you should be fine. 21-4. And then
sounds like a record.
And then Sunday's 20.
Oklahoma City Thunder.
Of course, this doesn't bring well. Nor'easter could bring heavy snow, strong winds to East Coast.
Yeah,
what day are you supposed to fly out? Monday morning?
Monday.
Yeah, we'll see you Friday. We'll see you in about a week.
No kidding. The second wave of snow is supposed to come on this one too. So I think you might catch that. That would actually be kind of cool.
Remember that business venture that you brought up yesterday, Dan?
Yeah, you taking it up?
You might need to get that
I don't know
flamethrower, baby.
I don't know if Delta's going to let you check the flamethrower.
Dangerous cold and tracking another weekend winter storm.
Yeah, weekend winter.
11 deaths in New York City area believed to be
my.
weather-related as bitter cold sets in. Oh, E.
Did I see that the
My man.
Did I see the NHL is playing their next Stadium Series game in Tampa?
Yeah, this weekend.
Yeah, make that make sense.
Coldest day of the year, by the way, in Tampa.
Yeah.
It worked out perfect.
They got lucky.
They played in South Florida
also,
this year.
I missed that. Also stupid.
Why?
Because it's too hot to play on ice.
Well, they worked it out, so it's not.
I can't imagine.
So it's kind of fun. I mean, and you're in South Florida, you get to go watch.
It can't maintain its.
What do you mean?
uniform. Like the ice can't be the ice if it's.
Oh, they
on
got
the
it. They
field.
must have some chemical or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
No, it definitely is cool. It just
this one in Tampa will be fine, but
yeah,
the one in South Florida worked. It wasn't like, oh God, it's melting or
what
we're
I
slushing
want
around
though,
here.
I guess this is what I want.
Uh-huh.
This goes feats as I say. When I watch that, I want
You want it cold?
Yeah, I want it snowing
That's fair.
and
Yeah.
that look. I don't want it to look like they put up a fake ice out at Venture Landing.
Which is what it.
Right,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is kind of what they do.
Okay, well, in that respect,
You guys, why would well, we can talk about it. I don't understand the Browns at all. God, they're the Georgia Soda. And I don't dislike Todd Monken, but why wouldn't you just keep Schwartz? Now you're going to lose him. He's your best coordinator. And I don't blame him. What?
Listen, I'm sorry. I don't.
I know.
But come on, man.
Right.
What a no-name.
Right.
60-year-old guy, first
You're better
shot.
than Stefanski? You had a better coach.
Yeah, you had a better coach. This
why would and Schwartz wanted it? He's been there. He's leading the defense. He did a good. He was kind of okay in Detroit. He's
deserves
a guy,
another shot.
Another shot.
Much more than Todd Monken.
Yeah, Monken is exactly what he should be.
There's two teams that continue, and I guess this is where the owner matters. And this is where Shad Khan, I give him credit because he's tried everything and he continues to try different things, and now he's finally got a formula that we all think is going to work and will sustain in Jacksonville. And it's good that you bring that up because as I shift to the Jags, it does bring up the Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day.
Oh.
Brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars. By the way, lock into some great interest rates right now at dreamfindershomes.com. They have all kinds of different deals, 15 different locations across Jacksonville.
15 of them things.
Just like
Taylor Swift's exes.
Sorry, Trav.
Yeah, wedding's coming.
Okay. The Jags have only had back-to-back winning seasons 3 times in their history, including 4 straight in the 90s. You remember that, right? 6, 7, 8, 9. What is the most important offseason thing they can do to go back-to-back in 2026? Here are your 4 choices. Retain the coordinators, which they've already done. Sign Etienne and Lloyd. Trade up in the draft. Add an edge rusher in free agency. Only because I saw there's some decent. I looked at the top 50 of one of the sites, and you got Trey Hendrickson, you got a couple other guys who have decent resumes.
So I can have any
one of those 4.
I can have any of those 4 deals, and one of them I've already gotten.
Yes.
So, and that would have been to me the least. And no disrespect to the coordinators, good teams, they have to continually find that next guy. All right, so because I have a draft to address some other things, I might take the 2 bird in hand. I know what I got in Etienne and Lloyd. I got good young football players who are part of turning this thing around. So can I trust my guys to go get me some edge rush help with all those 2nd and 3rd rounders? I think I'd go Lloyd Etienne and know I have them.
Okay. E, what say you?
I would have went with the coordinators. I think that's most important. But since we've already done that, we've already retained them, I got to go with getting, like, we've been screaming this forever. Go get us a pass rush.
Yeah.
All right. 41.4% want an edge rusher. 34.3% say retain the coordinators. 20.2% say sign Etienne and Lloyd. Only 4% say trade up in the draft. Don't need to do that.
Yeah, I guess when you use the word should, I might change my answer. You know, I looked at it more like, of those 4, what would I like the most? I like to have those 2, no, for sure.
Okay. Well, we're just warming up. We got a lot to do today. It's going to be a fun Thursday. Rocking and rolling here on The Drill Monday morning. Or Thursday morning.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you don't put us back to Monday, bro.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Friday, we'll let you get home with. Monday, yeah, no bueno.
No
back
bueno.
with more next.
Yeesh.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. The home of the home team you grew up with.
What a tremendous play by Fred Taylor. What an embarrassment for the Miami Dolphins.
1010XL.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Action Garage Door. If your garage door wakes up the family, slows things down when you're already running late, man, oh man, you got to upgrade. Get that Quiet Smart Opener from Action Garage Door Services. They're terrific. Can't say enough good things. Got one in my house a few months ago into last year, and man, oh man, got the little app on your phone. You just go to that. You got controls. You don't hear a thing inside. It's great. And by the way, you can lock in current pricing before any early year updates. If you do it now, you can even make no payments for 6 months with approved credit, and I'll do you one better. If you go to GarageDoor911.com, which will take you right to Action Garage Door, Garage Door 911, that's your calling to go to Action Garage Door. You go to the promo code 1010XL, $50 more off. Boom! That's how good it is. Action Garage Door. You want to use them? Something goes wrong with your garage door? Action Garage Door. Premium parts, premium people, and premium service.
Low mortgage rates are back. Listen, Loan Pronto has fixed rate mortgages with APRs as low as 4.89%. It's the lowest in years. Hey, gang, Prosser here. Smart homeowners are taking advantage of this while they can. If you got stuck in a 6% loan, you can lower your payment big time, or you can keep your primary mortgage intact, get cash out. Equity with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loans. One homeowner just got $250,000 out of their home. They paid off all their credit cards, some car loans, and cut their monthly expense by $2,000. Call now. See what option works best for you, but don't miss this big rate drop of 2026. Ask about new home loans, VA loans, full cash out refis, or their famous rapid equity loan. You can close in less than 2 weeks. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments altogether. Call 904-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com. No hard credit pull. 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. APR for well-qualified buyers.
Visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Joe Coward, Matt Hayes, and Leon Searcy are serving up your daily dose of sports talk specials from scratch.
I didn't know you could.
XL Prime Time is driven by Duval Ford.
These are delicious.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
I'm Chris Campione. Veterans have given so much in the service of our country, but when it comes to legal challenges, you shouldn't have to fight alone. At Campione Law, we're here to help veterans like you get the support and compensation you deserve. Whether it's a workplace injury, a personal injury claim, or navigating a veteran's disability claim, we'll stand by your side every step of the way. Your service to our country matters. Let us serve you with the dedication and respect you deserve. Call Campione Law for a free consultation today. Campione Law, fighting for veterans, fighting for justice. Visit CampioneLaw.com.
Campione Law. Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Frank Frangie here. When you're inside the Kuhn Flowers showroom, you'll find a wide array of gift ideas that will take care of any gift-giving situation. Spend a few minutes there, and you'll see for yourself. That's Kuhn Flowers on Beach Boulevard.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! All right, concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, I like to hand out a prize pack. Do you have Razzle Dazzle today?
I got Tedeschi truck tickets live at the St. Augustine Amphitheaters going down in October. One lucky winner can win a pair of those tickets at the end of the 10-minute drill.
All right, just to piggyback off of what you guys talked about, I don't want to make too big a deal about this. I don't want to get a big scene going here, but apparently Mrs. P is all in for us taking Murphy's baseball tickets and taking a couple's trip to New York City. So you might want to get with management how they're going to get that covered. So look forward to that coming up. That should be
I thought you were about to say Miss P's ready for the joke of the day.
Yeah, no, maybe. Yeah,
I have to be careful about.
She didn't send me one.
I have to be careful about those trips because my wife is like when it comes to trips,
and I say this with all love in my heart, my wife is like a rabid dog.
Yeah.
If I throw that piece of meat and say, "Hey, we're going," it'll be planned by like tonight.
And that's
I'd be like,
and I know
wait,
this.
Wait, what?
And it's the only reason that I didn't give Mrs. P the final go ahead and contact, because this was the way this happens, like with dates and times and plans in like 10 minutes, like you said, is when they take over.
It's over
because we're famous for kicking it around for years and not doing it. I mean,
we're still waiting to go up to do the show at Atlanta.
Yeah.
For a Mets Braves
Yeah.
series. That could happen any year.
Sure,
now.
maybe this year. Who
Maybe
knows?
they will.
Maybe we'll do New York one trip, and then we'll do Atlanta another.
They say E-Trapped in New York City is must-see content.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, so we got it.
But
Make sure you document it.
apparently the snow doesn't arrive till after more middle-ish of the week.
Oh, does it?
Someone said so. I think it'll be cold.
Yeah.
For sure. The NBA is the weirdest freaking sports league, man. I don't like.
Why is that?
Well, because the Hawks. I sat in this seat about 10 days ago, and bemoaned one of the most feeble, weak efforts that I've ever seen out of a basketball team. Do you remember I told you it was Saturday, January 17th? So yeah, about 10 days ago.
Yeah.
And I watched the Hawks. Let me tune into my Hawks tonight. This will be fun. I will eschew the NFL playoffs for 5 minutes. Let's see how Atlanta's doing. And I turned it over, and the score was 95-45. Celtics.
Oh, dear.
In Atlanta.
Oh,
Ultimately, the Celtics held on, squeaked by a 132-106 victory that night in Atlanta. And now here you are, some 11 days later, last night at Boston, and the Hawks were up 20 before you could breathe, and they cruised to a 117-106. They really were up 20, 25 points just about the whole game. So I got to question either effort or coaching. The same players, no one missing.
It's like that everywhere. The
I
Knicks
just don't get it.
Knicks
though.
have a midseason lull. Now they've won 4 in a row again. I don't know. They're all professional. They all get paid. They're all human beings. Though it's a long season. Things are going on in their lives. I don't know. Maybe dudes are having bad times. Or
Maybe he had.
Who knows?
Yeah.
That's why you can't gamble on them.
It's very the Hawks are a weird team. They won. They're very weird. They won 3 in a row, then they lost 4 in a row, then they have won 4 in a row again. They'll face Houston tonight and wet themselves.
I got a NFL question.
Oh, I'm the answer.
Which franchise is worse, the Browns or the Jets?
That's you want to.
What's your answer first?
Browns.
What's your Browns?
Because the longevity of how long they've been bad.
Well, when was the last time the Jets were in the playoffs? Playoffs.
Mark Sanchez.
When was the last time the Jets won a playoff game?
Mark Sanchez.
When was Mark Sanchez there?
07, 06.
Mark Sanchez, you mean the guy who stabs people?
Is he in jail right now?
No.
Oh, he's out?
Well, I don't think he's in jail.
Should be. I thought that was where he was headed.
Yeah, we also thought Antonio Brown would have been in jail too. So.
Yeah.
They're chasing him down, aren't they? I saw they got Gervonta Davis, got him down there. They tracked him down, the FBI, the boxer.
15 years ago, the Jets won a playoff game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Browns
so they won one after
won?
that. Oh, so that must have been 09 when Sanchez was winning.
11.
Oh,
26.
Oh, okay.
Browns won one in 21.
Yeah, Baker.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then, I don't know, man. Like, I want to get back to the Browns and Jets, but I gotta. How can you say something like this and be an athlete and have an opinion that is supposed to matter and put it out? If I'm Shador, why am I listening to Todd Monken? What have you won on an NFL level? Well, because he's your head coach. Because he's coordinated offenses in the NFL, including Lamar Jackson. I don't think Todd Monken's a great hire at all.
Maybe,
but why, if you're Emmanuel Acho, do you say something? Maybe that's why you didn't play very long.
Maybe the
Emmanuel.
answer is because Lamar Jackson. Because Lamar Jackson did.
Yeah, what the
There's
hell?
enough
Yeah.
reason. Why am I going to listen? Well, Lamar did. Oh,
So-
there you go. That's enough.
So then I saw this, and by the way, this is I have a formula for Jets.
I kind of
fans.
think Twitter just sucks.
Huh? It's fun in sports, but
some of the
sometimes,
dumb stuff that gets promoted, some
Yeah.
things should be said and no one should even
Yeah.
hear them. They're so dumb.
I have a formula for Jets fans, and it's this, and this is probably the one thing that will give you hope. But you're going to have to suffer this year. But next year, you can go Mike Tomlin, Arch Manning if you're smart. You got a shot at that. Don't screw it up. Give me Mike Tomlin, Arch Manning. I got hope. I got joy. I got excitement. I'm buying a jersey. I'm getting my gear. I'm I'm going back to the games. If I got Mike Tomlin and Arch Manning, I got a situation. And I'm thinking that maybe they kept Aaron Glenn just because they know he's a boob. Sorry, Aaron, but you are a boob. This guy fires his staff the day after the season when there's good coaches available. Nah, we'll fire him this week.
Well, here's
What
his,
are we doing?
No,
bro?
I'll give you one more layer of.
What are you doing, Aaron Glenn?
One more check mark on the Jets' dysfunction side.
Uh-huh.
Who in the world
Yeah.
would even start to think that John Gruden would be interested in an offensive coordinator's job? How dumb are you to think that I'm going to call, hey, John, would you like to be my OC? Bro, what are you talking about? I won the friggin' Super Bowl. Think I'm coming back into this league to be an OC? And with the Jets?
Some Jets fan put this out, unless you root for the Jets. And by the way, we've had a lot of this with the Jags at times. You know, at least we've got hope and we've got excitement, which is great. We got a quarterback. We've got a front office. We've got an owner who spends. So thank you. Unless you root for the Jets, you can't empathize with our fan base. During this 15-year playoff drought, there have been several cringeworthy moments that could only happen to the Jets. Where does this latest dysfunction stack up? Today, I ranked my top 25. Now, I don't even know some of these, but I'll just rattle.
If you're a fan, you do. Right?
If you're a Jets fan, you know, and I'll rattle through them. Rodgers tears Achilles 4 plays into 20.
That's a good one. I
How
remember
about
that one. Yeah.
I mean, how about that?
Crazy. The biggest Jet
All
thing.
that hype.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
American
lights.
flag coming
Yeah.
out.
You see it
3
warming
plays
up.
later.
Out for the year.
Crazy.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
That alone.
That's a good one.
The butt fumble.
Yeah.
Trade Sam, draft Zach.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's
It's
bad.
aged terribly.
Gase-
Although, at the time, Darnold had to go.
Gase's crazy eyes. You remember it?
For sure.
You remember?
Yeah.
Geno punched by IK.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember it.
By the way, how's Geno Smith feeling these days watching what Seattle's doing? Oof. Not a good look for Geno.
0 interceptions in 2025.
That's crazy. It wouldn't
That's
stand out.
wild.
I don't know who this is, but quote, brilliant offensive mind 2020. GM fired after draft.
That was a good one.
Sam gets mono, sees ghosts. Zach is a homie hopper. Tebow time. Fire John Idzik plane. Idzik 12. The fail Mary. Man makes tackle. No Trevor. That's in there. Man makes tackle. No, that's how they, man made a tackle. No Trevor. Sanchez Snoopy Bowl injury. Wyatt V19 burner. Quote, thinking is overrated, end quote. Judy's Madden rating too low. Tank for number 2 pick in a 1-quarterback draft, 2025. Revis wins Super Bowl with Patriots. And then Glenn fires staff after year 1, 2026. Hackenberg never plays a down. Copels 2012, D 2013, Lee 2016. Botched uniform logo redesign. Diamond Woody chain. Remember the owner had the diamond.
The Woody chain. Yeah.
These are great moments.
And by the way, that's all on top of.
That's in 10 years,
No,
too.
and that's the analytics.
Yeah.
There's also the reality. They lose double-digit games every year.
Right.
So there's that. That's
we're
like,
not even putting
that's
that
the
out.
what's going.
Yeah.
You got a piece of sausage that you hate, but that's not enough. We're showing you the gizzards
So
and the
again-
innards and the sawdust that went in it.
So again, I ask you, too, who's the worst franchise, the Jets or the Browns?
Yeah, I'm still going to go Browns. Here's the one thing to me that gives the Browns a check mark.
Yeah.
How many number 1 picks have the Browns had?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like the Jets haven't had that. They haven't had the opportunity to pick there.
Do the Browns have Myles Garrett?
Yeah.
Who do the Jets have?
Exactly.
Who? I mean, do they have a great player?
Oh, I don't. I'd have to revisit.
about
A great player?
Yeah.
I mean, the quarterback's good. Not a quarterback, the wide receiver, Wilson.
Yeah.
He's
a
not
good
Myles
player.
Garrett.
They got rid of those D linemen that were so good.
Wilson is a guy. I mean, he's been injured now. Wilson, I mean, he ain't JSN.
No.
I mean, in the Ohio State receiver core, he's ranked down low.
He might be behind Olave at this point.
He's
But
right
again,
behind Igbuka.
Yeah, but I'm going to say that I will say this. I think he's better. He's maybe not Jackson Smith and Jig, but I think he's as good or better than all those. This guy has had the worst draw in the history
That's
of
fair.
good receivers.
But still,
I mean, this guy's catching hundreds and thousands with these bums at quarterback.
That's true.
Put him on a good team.
Yeah.
We'll take him. What do you want for him? We don't need that. Who are we kidding? Rich get richer. All right, that's the 10-minute drill. ET, tell them what they're going to win, and then we'll be back with more
By the way,
on the other side. Yeah.
Garrett Wilson, he's 4 years in. He has had decent numbers until this year when he got hurt.
Right.
So
No, he was like
101 catches for 1,100 yards.
Yeah.
Which is kind of an old Stephon Diggs type number.
Right, but it's also
Just
I don't
short,
who,
little.
but by the way, like quarterbacks that you can't even recall who they were.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
I got tickets to the
Paradise.
Tedeschi Trucks.
Yeah.
Live at the St. Augustine Amphitheater in October. One lucky winner. Hit me up right now, 904-641-1010. I'll let your boy.
Yeah.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
It may be winter in Northeast Florida, but it's one of the most important times to protect your lawn. Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. Their winterizer strengthens roots and improves cold tolerance. Pre-emergent treatments stop spring weeds before they ever start. What that means is you set the stage for a thicker, greener lawn when spring arrives. Call today to schedule your winter lawn treatment with Julington Creek Pest Control. Our family serving yours since 1984.
Hey, you got some big milestones coming up in the new year. Getting engaged, creating a big anniversary. Beards Diamonds is ready for you after a record-breaking year in 2025. That's right, I'll tell you, record-breaking. Thank you, Jacksonville. Beards Diamonds fully stocked for the new year with a massive selection of exquisite diamonds, designer rings, and the latest fashion jewelry. It's the go-to place for all things jewelry here. Highest possible standards, full transparency, price integrity, and customer service that doesn't come from a policy manual. It comes from the heart. At Beards, their non-commissioned experts are there to help you, to guide you, to show you the options. No pressure, no games, no nonsense. And remember this, Beards is locally owned. Say hi to the Lupos when you get there. They've been doing this for decades. They're not part of a big Wall Street conglomerate like other jewelers at the town center. They're Jacksonville through and through. And Beards run circles around those other stores because they're accountable, not to Wall Street, but to you. So for that memorable moment in 2026, just know, get to Beards and they'll hook you up. Shop local, shop Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center.
Frank Frangie here. This month marks a big milestone for Nimnicht Buick GMC. 85 years of serving Jacksonville. Since 1941, Nimnicht's been more than a dealership. It's been part of the community. 4 generations of families, thousands of vehicles sold, and a reputation built on doing things the right way. When you hear nobody but Nimnicht, that's 85 years of trust behind it. If you bought a car from Nimnicht, serviced one, or participated in one of our causes, you're part of the legacy. Stop by and see the folks at Nimnicht today, because this milestone belongs to Jacksonville too. GMC, we are professional grade.
Give a unique gift this Valentine's Day to that special person in your life with a custom-made candle or body care product from Wick, a candle bar. Locations in San Marco and Jax Beach.
Renewal by Anderson is ringing in the new year with a happy renewal year sale. Buy one, get one, 40% off all replacement windows and doors. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. Renewal by Anderson's Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Sale ends January 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Anderson, where comfort meets savings.
Look around and we know you've got options for gasoline, but those other places, they're not in the business of more. At Shell, that's what you get every day. Members get more rewards, more savings, more special offers. You'll even get 10 cents per gallon off of your first fill when you sign up, and save on every fill after that. Choose to get more and more with every drive. Join the Shell Fuel Rewards program today at fuelrewards.com. Offer valid at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply. Visit fuelrewards.com for more information.
What Major League Baseball pitcher won over 500 games and pitched 749 complete games?
When your homeowner's insurance policy is up for renewal, it's a good idea to shop around to find a better plan. Southern Oak Insurance for over 20 years provides Floridians a clear option. SouthernOak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
With 511 wins and 749 complete games, Cy Young's record won't be matched.
Southern Oak Insurance, our family protecting yours.
Start your new year off healthy. Get screened at Ackerman Urology for common cancers of the prostate, bladder, and kidney. Early detection is key with 5 locations across Northeast Florida. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF and Northeast Florida area high schools.
Ho! I saw this movie the other day. I watch it every time it pops on. It's so good. Dr. Kevin Murphy's here, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, se-ortho.com. I got bad news, Doc. Looks like the New York City mega melters are clearing streets for more snow in New York City, and looks like they're using my blowtorch idea. I mean, I don't know what else to do here. I mean, I just give these ideas and people take them and off they go, and they go running. Doc, I was going to make a lot of money up. I was going to drive north a little bit this week with a
Could use Doc's
flamethrower.
truck. That'd be fun.
Doc probably has a flamethrower. Do you have a flamethrower I could borrow?
I have a.
Can we talk?
A flamethrower.
Okay. I knew he did. I knew Doc would have one.
I use it to light the outdoor fire.
Okay, so let's say I take the flamethrower, Doc. You can clear a driveway in like 5 minutes instead of 3 hours shoveling. You just get that flamethrower out, and all of a sudden I go to a nice neighborhood and somebody sees me do it. Hey, okay, $300. Boom, boom, boom. We're right down the road here. We're coming back with stacks and racks.
Then they come home, they see that it looks clear, but what it actually has, they've melted the ice, it's refrozen, they get out, they slip, they break their back, business venture crushed.
It's okay. We got cash money, and you're negative. Don't be negative.
I mean, if it were scientifically feasible, wouldn't we have been doing this all along? We've had flamethrowers for 100 and something years. There's got to be a reason why it's not used more, just the inherent danger.
I also knew Doc had to have a flamethrower. Doc, let's talk about...
you would set a house on fire.
No.
Like, that would happen.
He would.
Okay, you make him do the heavy work.
Huh? No, I just know that, you know.
Use it under the tutelage of Doc. I'd be good.
Okay, we'll be good. We'll be
Let's
fine.
put a big old American flag on that big roaring truck he's got out there.
I might even borrow the truck and take that up north.
Doc's driving.
Cut you in, give you 20% right off the top, Doc.
You see Doc goes down in infamy, released by his partners in Southeast after this rogue trip north with a flamethrower.
Flag waving in the air, Doc. Be blasting the little Lee Greenwood. What do you think? All right, Doc, let's talk about Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, a year ago, during the playoffs in May, ripped the Achilles tendon. Tore it, right? Now there's some talk that, I might be able to get back this year. Is that doable? He injured during the playoffs, said he had been progressing well in his rehabilitation, feeling stronger every week. There was talk about him coming back, but now he says he's going to wait a little bit to make a decision because of the severity of the injury. Is it feasible that he could come back in a year's time and play NBA basketball on the repaired torn Achilles?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. Even at 9 months, it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
But
Do you hear this, E? Are you listening in there?
Yeah, certainly.
It's 81 days, bro. I was going for 81 days.
He's voting against.
Sorry.
That'll work for 81.
81. Tatum's coming back to play in the association.
I mean, Beef even blushed when he heard that.
That's an all-timer. Oh, sorry. You didn't mean to bring that up. It concerns me because Boston's been playing pretty good. And adding Tatum back would obviously help them if he's able to come back. It'll be... I guess it's a tough situation, but if the doctor clears him, then the doctor's job is done. So there's no, quote, pressure. What do you... stability of the what are we looking for? Like, what is it hurt? What are the? How do you clear him?
Well, the thing is healed at about 3 months.
Okay.
And then it's a matter of getting the strength in the calf back.
So after the surgery, 3 months, you're
yeah,
good.
the repair is solid.
But it does take time because I remember when I tore mine, they had to beat down the scar tissue
Right.
and you rehab hard. It's a lot of stuff you got to go through.
Yeah, particularly in that sport where you can lose some push-off power after an Achilles repair. So you want to gain that strength back in the calf so you don't stress it out as you get back, and it puts too much pressure on the repair if your quad muscle is weakened.
This is always painful to bring this up because one of your very offspring has the same name, but he is much tougher than the one I'm about to mention. Braves have a catcher, Sean Murphy, and it's got to be Gaelic for "I'm hurt again." He had a hip labrum surgery in September. Should he be ready to go now?
September.
Because I feel like we were told initially that he'd be ready to go, and now that we're here and it's go time, well, now we're not going to see him until May.
That's a long time.
Yeah, of course it is. He's softer than a Charmin, marshmallow combined. I can't wait for Sean Murphy to be shot into the moon in a slingshot.
Oh,
Let
dear.
Drake Baldwin catch every day. But that's the latest on Sean Murphy. They now hope to get Murphy and Hassan Kim, who we talked about, tore a ligament falling on the ground. Is that common? Is it common to fall to the ground and tear a ligament in your finger, or does that sound a little weird to me?
Yeah, he fell weird, I guess.
Wait,
but-
fall right on his damn finger?
Yeah.
Sorry, kids. Yeah, so they hope to have them both back by May. So we'll see.
Doc,
hip labrum. I mean, Baselli play like the next week.
tell me about the. We have bitter cold here, and we do have a local run coming up this weekend, a marathon, right? The Donna. What is there?
What are the chances their lungs freeze?
I mean, seriously though, it's going to be bitter cold out there. How do you prepare for that? Because you got to layer because it's so cold. But once you start running, can it get dangerous at all, or do you got to be careful? What's the situation?
It's not that cold.
Okay.
So no, they're not at risk.
Okay.
But stretch out, and if you go out there and you don't stretch properly, and you're still in that cold, and you didn't stretch out, you're at risk for Achilles and all kind of other muscle injuries. So that's the biggest risk. Probably it's not going to affect their lungs. Unless somebody has, if somebody has asthma or breathing problems, sometimes the cold affects them. So people with lung problems, it might be more of an issue, but in general, not a big deal.
Fat guys like me love the cold when we used to run because, it's
It wasn't good for the nipple chafing though.
Well, yeah,
that kind of brought them to attention, got them a little more scrapable.
Can you say that on the radio?
He just did.
I guess.
Nipple chafing?
He did.
You don't listen to the show much. I mean,
You've been hearing the jokes of the day lately?
That's kindergarten semantics there.
Lightweight.
You ready?
Nipple.
Nipple.
You've been listening to the jokes of the day lately, Doc? Those ones haven't been running by you. So you should be okay, runners, when you head out there this weekend in the cold of Jacksonville.
I tell you what, I won't, just to be safe. I won't go for a weekend jog just to be safe. I don't want that cold air in my lungs. I'll wait till the next week. I'll be careful that way. What do we got? Like, is there anything? I guess the one Jag injury. Is there anything like lingers? Is it Jordan Lewis? Like, what was the deal with Lewis? He went out for a while, came back, and then went right back. I mean, it doesn't feel like last year we had Trevor. He had to have the shoulder surgery. Felt like there were more guys.
Relatively
well,
healthy.
Travis Hunter. I mean, where are we at in his rehab? Because what he did it's a longer rehab road, is it not?
Well, it's not as long as an ACL.
Okay.
So
what did he get? The PCL or the LCL? What
LCL,
LCL.
lateral collateral.
And we said that's kind of odd.
It's very odd in isolation.
Huh.
Usually that's a combined injury with something else. Usually it's an ACL, LCL, PCL, LCL, but just an isolated lateral collateral. That's a weird mechanism to just get hit where you just.
So he did that in October, November, December, January.
They said 6 months easy.
Yeah,
6 months. Is
but where are
realistic.
you now, though? Is he's getting around?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
He's out of his brace. He's just
so when you say
strengthening
6
muscle.
months, that means ground running full to go.
Yeah.
If it were a football season and the Jags were in the playoffs, would he be close to being able to go in 3 months or no?
Nah, that'd be risky.
Yeah,
that'd be risky.
Jordan Lewis had a foot injury at the end of the year. He had neck early, and then he had a foot, and he had surgery on it. So that could be a situation because that was at the end of December. That could linger
What
into
foot surgery do you do that's not Liz Frank?
Well, it could be a stress fracture of the fifth metatarsal on the outside. Sometimes that's fixed surgically. But yeah, if it's a Liz Frank, could be a problem long term.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to monitor him when we get back.
What is Giannis's injury, Dan? That's why he's kind of laid up at the moment.
Was it the dreaded calf strain again?
Yeah, I think it is the calf strain for him, and he's sat down for a while, and that throws a little monkey wrench into a trade deadline's next week, by the way.
Right calf strain, Doc.
Yeah, Feb 5.
We've heard that before.
Yeah, we have.
Right before the Achilles.
4 to 6 week recovery.
So that's another reason. Why would you trade as a contender? You're not going to even get him, I'd worry about having him this year.
Says it's a right calf soleus strain. Soleus? Am I saying that correctly? Is it a soleus strain?
What is that? Where does that configure?
So the calf muscle is made up of the gastrocnemius and the soleus. Those are the two muscles that make up the calf that go into the Achilles.
Is
That's
that
why
designation?
When you stretch it with your knee straight and your knee bent to stretch both of those.
How does that affect the fear of it leading to Achilles? Is it the same regardless of those two many syllable words that you said?
Yes, because you have weakness in that complex,
Either one of them.
the calf muscle that puts strain on the Achilles.
So he's rehabbing right now, just trying to, or do you? If it's stressed, you have to.
You want it to heal, lengthen, so you don't fully stretch it and rip it.
Yeah, that's a while. That's a lengthy.
All right, I got one good macabre one for you, Doc. You'll be excited. You can look it up when you leave. But the Hawks were playing last night. Man, my guy Onyeka Okongwu took a elbow to the mouth, lost teeth. Right, so he left the floor immediately. He closes his mouth. He just leaves. You don't know what the deal is. Well,
a hockey player.
It was. I mean,
hockey guy would come back.
You have to look at it because I'm going to describe it here, but you'll love it. So anyway, because he gets hit in the mouth, it's a foul. He leaves the floor immediately. He goes back to the locker room. Well, because they upgraded it to a flagrant foul, they had to bring him back out to shoot it. The reason was in case he wants to come back in the game, but when you saw. So anyway, he's walking back out. His face is a crimson mask. You can see a whole chunk of the left side of his mouth. Like it's gum and tooth are ripped. And it's just like hanging there. Like he's got some sort of weird tongue tooth feature to his mouth. You're going to love it. Are you looking at it?
No, I'm not looking at that. Hell no.
As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
It's NBA.
It was good stuff. So and this is the Doc's official pronouncement on that. Yeah, that's going to hurt.
That'll sting.
They say when you lose teeth and you have to start getting those surgeries. I was listening to whoever the Celtics color commentator was last night. He said, that happened to me. It's the worst thing that ever happened in my life. I'd rather have any other injury. I had 8 surgeries on my mouth to get it all right.
He'll be eating with a straw for a bit. Yeah.
That's a shame.
Anything else, Doc?
I don't think we got
him. Yeah. It's good to see you, my man.
All right, boys.
Doctor, congratulations, Mike McCarthy. Real Yinzer back there in Pittsburgh, huh? Let's go.
Not in favor of that pick.
No thumbs up?
No.
All right.
No.
All right.
Nope.
All right.
Hope I'm wrong, but
yeah, of course you do.
Don't think so.
Dr. Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, se-ortho.com for all your orthopedic needs. Nobody does it better. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. What's 1010XL's starting lineup?
The starting lineup.
Hicken and Prosser in the morning. Dipsy and Fat Tony with the Jazz. Josie, Matt, and Leon middays. Tommy, Lauren, and Taylor. Helmets and heels. Frenchie and Carline drive you home. Baloo and Hacker in the evening. Live and local all day. 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist congratulating our Scholar Athlete of the Week, Kendall Dixon, senior soccer and lacrosse player at Atlantic Coast High. Kendall is a member of the National English and Science Honor Societies and is president of the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Kendall.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to FloridaHomeAC.com/careers to find out more. We're talking a competitive, guaranteed base salary with bonus opportunity, comprehensive paid training programs, and promotions based upon performance and top shelf benefits. It's all waiting for you. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com/careers. Florida Home AC, equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction and Roofing. You know Shane Lockhart. His dad started the company way back when. Jacksonville folks through and through, man. They do some unbelievable work in your home, man. No job too big, too small. They've done terrific work. They've remodeled the entire Hicken household, and we appreciate them. Why? They're fast, they're affordable, they're clean, they're friendly, great people. So enjoy having them when they come over and do projects around the house. It's Lockhart Construction and Roofing, of course. Keep that in mind if you ever need a new roof. GAF Master Elite Warranty, Master Elite Contractors. They've been doing that for decades in Jacksonville, and they do great work there. So if you need a new roof, keep them in mind. If you need some work done around your house, give Shane a call. He'll call you back, 994-3865. That's 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction and Roofing.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Low mortgage rates are back. Listen, Loan Pronto has fixed rate mortgages with APRs as low as 4.89%. It's the lowest in years. Hey, gang, Prosser here. Smart homeowners are taking advantage of this while they can. If you got stuck in a 6% loan, you can lower your payment big time, or you can keep your primary mortgage intact, get cash out. Equity with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loans. One homeowner just got $250,000 out of their home. They paid off all their credit cards, some car loans, and cut their monthly expense by $2,000. Call now. See what option works best for you, but don't miss this big rate drop of 2026. Ask about new home loans, VA loans, full cash out refis, or their famous rapid equity loan. You can close in less than 2 weeks. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments altogether. Call 904-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com. No hard credit pull. 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. APR for well-qualified buyers.
Visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back to the program. Rocking and rolling here, heading towards the 8 o'clock hour on the drill. Lots of things happening. Gator basketball got a bounce-back win last night over South Carolina. Biggest win in school history, I think, is what it was.
Biggest road win. Yeah. My concerns, didn't need to be. There was certainly no distraction. They came out and hammered them, but there are checks that got to get cashed on Sunday.
Doc left. I was going to throw this at him. Which colleges have produced the following? U.S. President, Heisman Trophy winner, Super Bowl winning quarterback, Super Bowl MVP, astronaut, Naismith Award winner, Wooden Award winner, NBA champion, NBA MVP, and Olympic gold medalist. What colleges have produced all those?
You were down a path that I was going to say West Point, but the NBA ones, I don't think they
No, the Naval Academy. Sorry, Doc. I was going to give that to the Doc.
Yeah. They're the only one?
Yeah, the only one.
Yeah,
Only
that's
the
one of
Naval.
those ESPN stats where you use all these different little combos.
And they cash in with David Robinson fitting about 4 of those. Wooden Award, NBA champion, NBA MVP, Olympic gold medalist.
I'm surprised they're like some of the bigger boys don't fit that, like a Michigan or Ohio.
Well, you throw U.S. president in the astronaut.
Yeah.
You got to find an astronaut.
Yeah.
So
I would have had it like Michigan. I would have guessed on that.
Pro Football Hall of Fame put out a release saying, hey, man, We may remove some members of the selection committee who violated bylaws. I think people are getting the wrong idea. I think they're thinking, they're going to get these guys who didn't vote for Belichick. No, they're getting the guys who said, I did this, I did that, here's what happened in the room. You're not allowed to do that.
That's right. You don't have the lateral ability to say, well, I'll wait till next year because I really think this guy should get in.
Yeah.
When they handed you those 5 names as a voter, you had your responsibility was to prioritize in order who's most deserving of Hall of Fame. You don't get to decide, well, I'll do it next year.
Right.
I thought Jimmy Johnson was dead on, and he was angry, and it was legitimate. He said, I'm not going to the Hall of Fame this year. They've delegitimized the entire hall. All of us that are in are a little demeaned by this. And he goes, and for what? For 12, 13 jealous a-holes. And he said the word. And then he said it's total BS. He said the word.
He got harsh on it.
I mean, Bill Belichick's done more for this league than these 12, 13 idiots, he called them.
Well, there's a Hall of Fame voter out in Kansas City who wrote a column on Bill Belichick didn't get in the Hall of Fame. Here's why I didn't vote for him. So he fessed up. Now, look, I understand his reasoning, but it's just wrong. I mean, and you know what else I got a kick out of yesterday? I got a kick out of all the dudes who decided that, he did what's the, it was like Colin Cowherd. What's the big deal? He doesn't deserve it. He did this, he did that. You guys are way over. Get out of here.
Here's the thing, whether it's a blowhard like me here or somebody on a podcast or anywhere else, all you need to know, the answer, this is one of those where you don't get an opinion. Not when Tom Brady says, if I have one game to win a Super Bowl, Bill Belichick will be my coach.
This is where my guy was. Did I interrupt? I'm sorry.
Well, those guys, Jimmy Johnson, Tom Brady, Robert Kraft, trumps any rationalization you booger pickers are coming up with.
This is why the guy is wrong. He instead gave his maximum allotment of votes to decades-old players who, quote, have been long deserving of induction. Ken Anderson, former Jaguar coach, great guy, not a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Never has.
No
and by
chance.
the way, if they were long deserving, you should have voted for them in their processes. These guys have been on the ballot plenty of times.
Ken Anderson. L.C. Greenwood, great player.
Not a Hall of Famer.
No, he's just riding along with the Pittsburgh guys.
Correct.
Mean Joe Green's a Hall of Famer. Yeah. Jack Ham was a Hall of Famer.
Jack Lambert.
Jack Lambert was a Hall of Famer. Terry Bradshaw,
Johnny
Lynn
Snell.
Swan was a Hall of Famer.
They got plenty.
I mean, honestly, Roger Craig, you could debate. I don't know. And again, it's just right in front of me. Sometimes you go look at the numbers, you go, oh, well, maybe. But anyway, the bottom line is, you feel like, well, he's never going to be on the ballot. Well, okay. It's time to take him off the ballot. Our buddy Murph got bounced off the ballot. It happens.
The point there is, I don't know. Again, the entitlement. Jimmy nailed it. You entitled, jealous a-holes. Who do you think you are stepping into our league, our game, and you dare say the most impressive coach ever isn't a Hall of Famer because he doesn't meet your sensibilities? Bleep off. And there's a lot of columns. It's not time for changes. It's time to throw guys out.
Well,
I mean, I'm sorry. If you didn't vote, you're wrong. And if you can't admit that wrong and say, you know what, you're right, in hindsight, this was foolish on my part, then a second wave of condemnation at you. You're dead wrong. The league has spoken. The fans have spoken. The players, the coaches, the only people in the world that don't think that Bill Belichick is a first ballot Hall of Famer are you.
You said Eli's not getting in this year again?
And by the way, Hall, what up with the leaks? What up with the leaks? You know how many years Dan and I knew Tony wasn't getting in a couple days ahead of time, but you respected the process. Who did Eli tell?
I wish people would get mad. Brandon Spikes tweets out, I wish people would get this mad about my big brother, Fred Taylor Maid, getting snubbed every year.
Yeah. Well, we do here, but to your point. But in fairness, nobody matches Bill Belichick's argument. Nobody. Not a player, not a coach. It's inarguable. It's unassailable.
But next year, Gronk is eligible, Adrian Peterson is eligible, and Big Ben is eligible.
That's 3 first ballots right there.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
Also, by the way, eligible, not first ballot, but eligible, Cam Newton, Antonio Brown, Richard Sherman. I mean, pretty good players, guys who might be in the Hall of Fame one day. So we'll see.
It's hard.
And obviously, Belichick will make the Hall of Fame next year.
What's a better indicator of your Hall of Fame standing? Super Bowl as a quarterback, a Super Bowl or an MVP? Which one of those says you're a Hall of Fame level player more?
Ooh, that's tough.
Like the true Hall of Famers have both.
Yeah. Marino didn't, and he was a great player.
But I think, Eli has the two.
Josh Allen, great player. Lamar Jackson, great player.
Well, I'm thinking of Cam. You mentioned one.
Yeah,
Cam won an
yeah.
MVP.
Yeah.
He's the number one pick in the draft.
And went to a Super Bowl,
And
just didn't
Didn't
win.
win. But like Eli, really, when you really look at Eli, the way it's going to grade out, the only thing he's going to have in his column are those Super Bowl titles. Because all those other
He also has the longevity numbers.
Yeah, but at one point, his career passing yards and touchdowns were top 10. They're not going to stay there. Like Stafford's already passed him. Guys are going to pass him. His contemporaries are going to go in before him. And there's a real thought that for Eli, he needed in these first. And I think Eli's a Hall of Famer. I think you win 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Not everybody thrives on 105 passer rating. Some people can be 80 passer rating, but make the plays when they matter and win football games. But Eli's total numbers don't look good against his contemporaries. His average passer rating worse than Carson Wentz.
Mhm.
His best touchdown year less than Aaron Brooks.
Yeah.
He doesn't have those.
Came up big in the big games.
He did. But
do you think Eli's Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I do.
I do too.
I do too.
I think it's a slam dunk.
Yeah. Well, it's not a slam dunk because it's been 2 years.
Well, I think those guys are idiots.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they're missing the boat.
I've been on Eli as a Hall of Famer since the beginning, and but since the beginning there has been a lot. This isn't like Belichick. There have been a lot of people that say he's not. And I can have that.
Cam Newton, I'm not
argument.
sure.
Yeah, I don't think Cam's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, what do you think, E?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Cam Newton.
If he would have had that Super Bowl win, then it's more of an argument.
Cam Newton never had.
Here's the problem with
Cam Newton. He had a 35 touchdown. That was his best by
Here's the problem with
far.
Cam
The
Newton.
next best was 24. Lamar had the running quarterbacks. Lamar is head and shoulders better than Cam.
Oh yeah.
Right. Well, there's this too. Like Cam Newton, we can go apples to apples. There's no way he can go in before Matt Ryan, is there? I mean, Matt Ryan's an MVP.
Well, it's the same thing. Yeah.
He set passing
that's a good
records.
point.
He went to a Super Bowl. Matt Ryan's career numbers are top 10. He's a top 10 passing yards.
That's a good point.
He's top 10 passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan should get in over Eli. That would be another one you could balance. Is Matt Ryan's career more Hall of Fame worthy because he was an MVP of the league?
Dang, but Eli got those 2 Super Bowls.
And he amassed, Matt Ryan had a lot of years with 4,000 passing yards and 35 touchdowns, and helped make a Hall of Famer Julio Jones, who granted got injured by the time he left, but was never much after he left Atlanta.
You know who's very similar to Cam Newton? Is Randall Cunningham.
Okay.
Very similar type numbers.
Did he win an MVP one year?
I don't think
think he did either.
Cam did. Cam had a hell of a year, 15-1. He was 26 years old, but
Matt Ryan is 9th all time in passing yards. So he is past Manning is at 11 with 57,000. And he'll hold that for a while. But like Russell Wilson's Hall of Fame cred stands up way better than Eli's.
All right, we got to catch up. We got a break. We'll take a break right now. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
That's a great team effort out there.
Because sports are life.
Y'all played your hard side. I'm proud of you.
1010XL.
Good job.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Hey, Hickett here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. For all your skincare needs, all your skincare products, it's Beaches Dermatology. Listen, we got a little break from the sun right now, man. It's been cold, but beautiful day yesterday, quite frankly. But listen, they want to remind you over at Beaches Dermatology to protect yourself from the sun, okay? And it's going to warm up again. It's going to be hot this summer. You all know that. You know what? Floppy hats protect those ears. That's the second most common place of skin cancer, the ears. Long sleeve dry fits. And if something does show up, you know what you do? You go get it checked out. You go see Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, Dr. Fader with Mohs Surgery. I've had a couple of those basal cell carcinoma's taken off my nose through the years, and they've taken great care of me, and I appreciate them all so very much. But I get checked out every 6 months. Maybe you should too. Beaches Dermatology. Go to beachesdermatology.com. Find the location best to serve you. All your skincare needs, skincare products. Beaches Dermatology.
The First Coast Games is an annual team-building challenge to introduce fun activities into the workplace and focus on your employees' health and wellness goals. These goals include some friendly competition, of course, including pickleball, cornhole, volleyball, flag football, and other team sports. The games will begin in March. Register your company and teams at fcymca.org.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Flame Broiler, the Rice Bowl King, is turning up the flavor with new char wings. These wings are charbroiled, never fried, grilled to perfection for a big taste without the grease. Grab them as a 3-piece or 10-piece side, or make it a meal with a 6 or 8-piece combo, served with rice and a drink. Order pickup or delivery today from any of Flame Broiler's 5 Jacksonville locations, or call 904-619-2786. Flame Broiler. Bold flavor done right.
At Hollis Pools, building a pool is personal. We sit down with you, listen to your vision, and bring your backyard dreams to life right here in Northeast Florida. Working with us doesn't feel like working with a contractor. It feels like working with family. Every Hollis Pools project supports Project Savior Outdoors, helping bring hope to our veterans. Visit HollisPools.com. Hollis Pools, your vision, your pool, your escape. License number CPC 1461233.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller. Hey, pal, is that a turtleneck?
Can't you feel it, Jason? There's a chill in the air, a definite nip.
I mean, it is January.
In Jacksonville, Jason. I didn't come here for cold.
Well, I wouldn't call this.
Cold weather gives me the sniffles. Sniffles turns to pneumonia. Suddenly, I'm in a hospital bed with a tube down my throat because Florida didn't get the memo about ignoring winter.
So switch over to heat.
What if my system can't remember how to heat?
Dude, put on these sunglasses.
Whoa.
Bueller Air and Plumbing can make sure your system is ready to switch from cooling to heat. We'll clean your heating coil to get rid of that burning dust smell and make sure you have the coolant pressure to keep your heat pump pumping out the heat.
Huh, I had no idea these sunglasses worked in the winter.
Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Florida steamrolls South Carolina, shooting 62%, dominating the glass and getting big shots from Thomas Howell, Ruben Chignello, and Xavier Lee. Pablo Banchero's 31-12 plus 26 from Anthony Black powered Orlando past Miami to snap a 4-game skid. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:13, it's 36 degrees your time, and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Take cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Turn me loose. It's official. The Patriots will wear their white jerseys, white pants combination in the Super Bowl. They had their choice as the home team.
They go white on white?
Team. They went with
White
the
on
white
white.
jerseys. I thought those were pretty sharp-looking uniforms. They ended up being perfect camouflage in the Denver game. Once it started snowing, you could barely see those guys out there.
I was watching there was a point in the Gator game yesterday. The Gators got up huge. Hey, South Carolina sending this, for lack of better description, to me, he was sort of looking like a kind of a dumpy little white kid.
Okay.
And he went in and he hit like 3 straight bombs.
We need to NIL him then.
And I was like, who is this guy?
Shoot or shoot.
And he kept shooting now. But he had, but he was creating, and his shots were like, the ones he missed were like in and out, But he had a good little run. I don't know if South Carolina's not very good this year in the Southeastern Conference. So.
They're not as bad as Florida beat them, but yeah,
No.
to your point, they're better than that.
Didn't their coach have a good first year, and then he's not been so good the last couple years? Is that kind of that sound makes sense?
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So but a good win for Florida. Texas A&M is 6-1. Arkansas and Florida are both 6-2. Vandy, Auburn. Auburn came back and beat Texas at home last night. That was a nice win for them.
They were down there for a while.
Tennessee beat Georgia in overtime. Kentucky's 5-3. Tennessee's 4-3. Bama's 4-3.
Did you see the end of that game?
Which one?
Tennessee, Georgia.
Yeah.
So Georgia's down 3 in overtime, and they got the ball top of the key.
Yeah, they ran out the clock.
No, they drove the lane for a layup with 0.1 left.
Oh,
it's a big mistake by the guard there.
Yeah.
I had this slight. There's too small of a sample size for me to know, but I've got a big enough sample size on the other guys that I'm willing to see. Late in the game yesterday, the two freshmen, C.J. Ingram and Alex Lloyd, were brought into the game.
Mm-hmm.
They got a chance to play. Ingram went 1 for 1 for 3. Alex Lloyd went 1 for 1 from 3. They've had sporadic opportunities as the season has gone on. They haven't played a ton. Ingram had a game. He was 3 for 6 from 3. He's shooting 46% now on the season, I believe, from 41.7 from 3 after going 1 for 1 last night. Alex Lloyd is up to 30%, which doesn't sound great till you realize Boogie Flan from 3 is 19%, and Xavier Lee from 3 is 26%. So my question is, and I wondered in the second half of the year with a lot of ball left, if there's not some attempt to get one or both those guys at least in a 12-minute a game designated shooter role. Gotta find like when they are good from the outside, and last night they were 40-something%. They're really as hard to beat as anybody in the country, but it's just been so, that type of, it's been impossible, if not inconsistent, to get that kind of production from the backcourt. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice win. Alabama coming this week, and again, you have to cash that check you wrote last week on the podcast. We're gonna beat them with them or without them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Joe Willie, here you go.
Yeah.
It's not Super Sunday, but it's Sunday afternoon in the Dome.
Yeah, this is that story remains fascinating to me, man. I mean, I just don't for the life of me understand how. Listen, I got an idea. Okay? When we hit March, in a surprising move, the Florida Gators bring back Walter Clayton, Elijah Martin, and Will Richard, and make the run.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
That's one step above how far Bediako went in the process. But yeah, I feel you.
It's not much far. Why? Because they're on the NBA, or
they're playing NBA games. NBA
but
salaries.
G League is
well, and one. I think 2 of them's
professional.
Eligibility is used up, but yeah, But I hear you. No, the Bediako thing is again. It's easy to say it's a crooked judge in Alabama who put this TR. It's easy to say that, but they broke every rule, every historical marker on how you go from college to the NBA and what caused you to lose your college eligibility. And so when you went to that deadline and you sold, and by the way, it counts more that you got NIL when you were there. So it's not like you missed something and you didn't want to go back. It's ridiculous. I'm amazed that I don't know how a judge is allowed to do this.
E?
Yeah?
I see you clamoring in there.
What's going on?
I see you moving around a little bit.
It's cold in here.
And it's telling me that there's only one thing and one thing only that can fill that need inside you. It's time for the joke of the day.
Oh, boy. Oh, little ears. I hope it's a clean one.
Yes, joke of the day, joke of the day. Share this one with your friends and family. Go ahead and tell it. They'll be glad you did. You ready?
I need the joke of the day music, or we could take a break and come back with the joke.
Nah, we're going to do it. I promised.
Love the joke of the day music. That's my favorite part of joke of the day. It's like 70s morning show.
All righty, here's what else I want you to find.
All right.
Because my confidence is a little shaken.
Okay.
We're kids of the 70s, me and Pross. We used to watch these TV shows.
All right.
One of the shows we used to watch was called Mary Tyler Moore. And they filmed it before a live studio audience. But they always had this one cat in there who had this fake laugh. So what I need is some laughter. Once I hit this punchline, I need you to pop me a laugh track.
Yeah.
Can you do that for me?
I can't play the music and do it.
I'll kill the music. I'm going to tell the joke of the day. And then I want this. What I want is a big old laugh.
Full laughter. He wants to wag the dog here, so to speak.
Yeah, like oh man, that is funny as all funny.
Man, that was funny.
Okay, here we go. Joke of the day.
The good news is Miss B did not send me a joke of the day, so that ended after one.
Police officer on a horse says to a little girl on a bike, "Hey, did Santa get you that?" "Yes," replies the little girl. "Well, tell him to put a reflector light on it next year." And the police officer fines her $5.
Dang.
The little girl looks up at the cop and says, "Nice horse you got there. Did Santa bring you that?" Cop chuckles and replies, "He sure did." "Well," says the little girl, "next year tell Santa that the ass goes on the back of the horse, not on top of it."
Oh, man. That ended up being perfect.
Joke of the day! Joke of the day!
No more next.
DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
Mike Dempsey.
Bigger, stronger, and a lot meaner than you. Plus,
He gives you everything you need to know about your Jacksonville Jaguars.
Welcome to the jungle, tough guy.
10 to noon weekdays on 1010XL.
I don't know what's out there.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
The investment landscape's always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. The ITP partner, though, remains constant with a commitment to your financial future, whether it's consolidating, rolling over your 401k, maximizing your pension programs. We're going to make your financial journey simple and smart. Oh, those ITP partners, Danny Abel and Janice Cobb, Reed, Wingate, Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Bryan. Your investment strategy is built on trust, transparency, and experience. So, gang, it's January, almost February. Time to get that money in motion, baby. Let it rip and let ITP Partners help you grow and protect your wealth so you can focus on what matters most. Easy to get a hold of, Chris at ITPPartners.com, or call them 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners. They're stable, they're strategic, they're secure, and they're my financial partners for life.
Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside, your locally owned commercial truck headquarters and proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hey, it's Rick Ballou. We got a fresh shipment of hard-to-find ProMaster vans, perfect for Section 179. My buddy Tommy and his team are committed to the community and make the process simple. Upfits, delivery, everything handled right. If you need ProMaster vans or commercial trucks for your fleet, you need Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside.
Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, congratulating our Scholar Athlete of the Week, Annie Craig Charnley, senior basketball player at Wilson High. Annie is the co-president of the National Honor Society and is on the AB Honor Roll and the AP Scholar Award.
Hey gang, Hicken here. You got some big milestones coming up in the new year. Getting engaged, celebrating a big anniversary. Beards Diamonds is ready for you. After a record-breaking year in 2025, Beards Diamonds is fully stocked for the new year with a massive selection of exquisite diamonds, designer rings, all the latest fashion jewelry. Beards is the go-to place for all things jewelry here. They have the highest possible standards, full transparency, price integrity, uncompromising quality, and customer service that doesn't come from a policy manual. It comes from the heart. At Beards, their non-commissioned experts are there to help you, to guide you, to show you all your options, to show you how to maximize your budget. And remember, Beards is locally owned, not big part of Wall Street conglomerate like the other jewelers at the town center. No, no, no. Beards runs circles around them because they are accountable, not to Wall Street, but to you. So for that memorable moment in 2026, just know this. Get to Beards and they will hook you up. Shop local, shop Beards. Beards Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center.
Here's
hoping for a raise the roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
The Jacksonville Icemen are in town for a pair of games this Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday at 7, it's Star Wars night. Whether you support the Rebel Alliance or the Empire, come out for a night of fun as the Icemen wear special themed Star Wars jerseys.
Then Sunday at 3, it's Publix Family Fun Day. Take a shot on goal on the ice after the game. Tickets at Ticketmaster, JacksonvilleIcemen.com, or call 904-602-PUCK.
Iceman hockey is #Sub-Zero.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Since 1927, Jacksonville has trusted Coil Fencing to protect what matters. And I trust them too. From tough chain link to your commercial project to sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love, Coil does it all. Did you know that Coil can also install, service, and maintain those automatic gates that help protect your neighborhood or business? To schedule a complimentary consultation, visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
It has not been it is, if you are in what I've determined is a very large club of people that don't really like Sean Payton. Like, I'm learning in the aftermath of Sunday that Sean Payton is really, really unliked. Right, you're there. E, where are you on Sean Payton?
It's growing it's like it's
who are
falling.
you? Yeah, you little. I mean, the Jags got a little taste of that with the whole small market thing. We built up some animosity there, but it's going across the board now, and in some cases, it's staying within his own locker room. You're starting to wonder. First, Payton decided to go up to the podium, the dais there, and just divulge any and all medical history and background on his quarterback, who apparently didn't appreciate it one bit. Broncos quarterback Bo Nix went off on head coach Sean Payton for revealing how many surgeries he had on his ankle. Sean said something like he was pre-designed to have this injury.
Oh, dear.
And so Nix said, no, I'm not. And then he added, I don't think he really should share how many surgeries I've had in the past. He doesn't even really know that.
Oh, dear.
So there's a little bit there. But then the tweet I liked, probably, sitting on the back porch at the AB Country Club with a couple of beers after shooting 74.
Coach Gruden.
Coach Gruden threw a little shade at Sean Payton and the firing of his offensive coordinator. Those offensive coordinators got to stick together.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, he says something to the effect of, let's fire the offensive coordinator for you with a backup quarterback, like he's the one that wouldn't kick the field goal. And so Peyton's taking a beating on that one too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Peyton's offense. I mean,
yeah, it just reeks of blame in any and everyone. And you went with Mr. Look at Me and Jarrett Stidham will be ready. Just you watch, and he produced 7 points.
Yeah.
So if you're going to blame the offensive coordinator on that seems kind of silly.
I got a blue question for you.
Oh, geography. I like it.
Don't quite understand this,
okay.
so I need an explanation.
Sure.
E, you can chime in if you feel the need to.
All right, bet.
I woke up a little bit early today, and ESPN was on, and I was watching a little bit of tennis, and Arina Sabalenka was taking on Alina Svitolina.
Okay.
All
Great
right.
pronunciation.
Thank you. And I noticed something. I looked up at Sabalenka and Svitolina, and there's always a little flag next to their names.
Sure.
Right? And I noticed
they all look the same. They're all like some 3-colored,
because I
assortment.
I don't know the
Sure.
Sabalenka didn't have one.
Oh, well, she's from Mars.
She didn't have a flag.
Yeah, you didn't realize that? She's a test tube baby.
Hmm.
Well, why did she have a flag? She in the middle of.
I did some research.
Okay.
Because that's what I like answers.
You're the answer man.
I am. Svetlana,
I think is
Svetlana.
Yeah.
Lina, Lana.
I think, but I could be wrong.
Ukraine.
All right.
Refused to shake the hands of Belarusian Arina Sabalenka. Belarus?
Belarus, yeah.
Sabalenka was also not allowed to represent Belarus and has been forced to play as a player that represents a neutral state.
I guess Belarus is being aggressive right now. I don't know what the problem is, but I thought it was Russia and Putin that we were.
Is Belarus part of Russia?
I don't think so. Belarus is its own own country when they left the former CCCP, you like to call it. Some of us called it USSR.
It's correct.
But you were always a CCCP guy.
Well, what's the hatred for Belarus?
You know, that I couldn't tell you, friend. Who knows?
Well, I mean, you're the blue question.
Well, I can tell you that. I think I answered the blue question portion. You asked me, is it its own country?
Belarus,
yes,
officially the Republic of Belarus, is a landlocked country in Eastern Europe. It is bordered by Russia in the east and northeast, and Ukraine to the south, Poland to the west, Lithuania and Latvia to the northwest.
So it probably hates you. I'm guessing that Belarus is
Minsk is the capital and largest city.
I'm imagining that Belarus is allowing Putin's Russia, to kind of advance through them. Maybe
supports Russia.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
So Belarus is
Russia.
Ukraine don't like them.
Belarus is often sanctioned, I'm told, and apparently the sanctions aren't working because they just keep being Belarus.
Yeah. So Sabalenka goes flagless.
Maybe she just moved to America.
Maybe. But anyway,
represent us in the Olympics this year.
She's made 4 straight Australian Open finals.
Has she won how many of them?
2 of them. 2 of the 3. This is her 4th.
Is she the number one woman right now?
Yes. How many Grand Slams has she won?
3 or 4.
You think?
Yeah, I don't think it's more than that because some of these other girls have been winning. Madison Keys won 1. Coco won
4.
1. 4, yeah.
She won 2 Aussies and 2 U.S.
Yeah, 2,
no Wimbledon.
She's
no French.
So one thing we can draw from that, she'll definitely win Wimbledon.
She reached the 2025 Roland Garros final.
Okay.
She's been to 7 finals.
She'll win. One thing you can derive from that, she'll definitely win Wimbledon.
You would think.
Yeah, you don't win the U.S. Open and Australian fast services and not win Wimbledon. No one did. No one. I'm going to guess that no tennis player won multiple, both U.S. Open and Australian Open, and didn't win at least one Wimbledon. Would you buy that?
Say again?
If you are a multiple winner at the U.S. Open and the Australian Open, I bet you no one or multiple winners there and didn't win Wimbledon at least once.
Okay, well, she'll be in the finals, and then our girl Pegula lost.
That's too bad. I was watching her, Buffalo's last hope this winter. Well, maybe the Sabres are playing good.
Active women with the most Grand Slam titles.
Is it Swiatek?
Venus right now leads with 7.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Well, she played.
Is it Swiatek, though?
Swiatek has 6.
Yeah.
Osaka has 4.
Who's the one that Halo?
Sabalenka has 4. Angelique Kerber has 3.
Osaka has 4. That's believable.
Victoria Azarenka has 2.
Man,
what does Coco have? 2?
Part of the reason, part of the confusion, like Sabalenka, Aralenka, they're all, you get them easy to get confused.
The Linka friends?
All of them. The one that, whatever, the girl who beat Pegula today. Rybalenka.
Wow.
Is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Thought you were wowing at my mastery of the women's draw. This is The Drill. We'll be back with more next.
A little tennis talk.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Be the first to discover the best new home community in beautiful Green Cove Springs. Highland Trail, where the rhythm of life slows down. Enjoy green spaces, luxury pools, pickleball courts, winding trails, and more at LiveHighlandTrail.com. Choose from 3 premium builders, just starting in the 300s.
Oh, at Highland Trail.
Low mortgage rates are back. Listen, Loan Pronto's fixed rate mortgages with APRs as low as 4.89%. That's right, lowest in years. Smart homeowners are taking advantage of this while they can. If you got stuck in a 6% loan, you can lower your payment big time. Keep your primary mortgage intact. Get cash out, equity with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. One homeowner just got $250,000 out of their home. They paid off all their credit cards, some car loans, cut their monthly expense by $2,000. Call now and see what options work best for you, but don't miss the big rate drop of 2026. Ask about new home loans, VA loans, full cash out refis, or their famous Rapid Equity Loan. You can close in less than 2 weeks. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments altogether. Call 904-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com for your free instant home appraisal. No hard credit pull. Call 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 16681, APR for well-qualified buyers.
It's Taylor. Valentine's Day is just a few weeks away, but don't do what you probably do every year. Last-minute grocery store flowers, questionable strawberries, and a box of forgettable chocolate. This year, step up your game. Pre-order fresh, hand-dipped strawberries and beautifully crafted artisan chocolates from Peterbrook Chocolatier. With 15 North Florida locations, you probably drove past one today. Up your game this Valentine's Day with a gift that actually impresses. And trust me, you'll score more points with your Valentine. Find your closest location at peterbrook.com. Peterbrook.com.
This is Dave Barker with IHRS. Are you frustrated with those trendy pills and lotions that claim to make your hair thicker and fuller? Tired of your hair falling out? Our hair restoration solutions have helped over 10,000 men and women restore their hair in as little as 2 office visits.
Call 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477 or go to hairforme.com.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch. This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
We know the draft is coming up, and the Jags will add some football players to their roster. But again, one of the things we've stressed going into next year is not just the return of Travis Hunter, but let's not forget Caleb Ransaw as well. Caleb Ransaw was the second-round pick of the Jacksonville Jaguars, right? He went to Tulane. He's a defensive backer, actually third-round pick, 88th overall. But he'll be counted on to be a big-time contributor for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it's a big season for him after missing an entire year with a foot injury. Keep an eye on Caleb Ransaw, certainly a name to remember as we head closer to 2026. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Always on look for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. The Lift Power benefits 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Lift Power voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Why? They're rapidly growing. They've been around Jacksonville for more than 50 years. They're family-owned and operated. Great folks over there. As we wrap up January, there are employment opportunities that you can learn about at liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
All right, back here on the drill, we have a traffic situation we want to make you aware of. You know, we're not weathering traffic on the 8s, but we are your interlocked source for morning activity here on the First Coast. And 295 north at I-10, a parking lot this morning. A tractor trailer is overturned. They are clearing the road of debris. Some of you say debris. And so that's where we'll leave you for now. I would say try and avoid that as best you can. 295 north there at I-10 is, and you hate to hear this, a parking lot.
Oof. Eagles having a hell of a time finding a offensive coordinator for Jalen Hurts, who will be on his 12th in 12 years. But shout out Jim Bob Cooter interviewing in person for the Eagles.
Former Jag assistant.
Jim Bob Cooter.
Some people say that we really went downhill when we lost Cooter a few years ago.
Yeah, Cooter is a guy. So, so it's that's something to keep an eye on.
Did you guys see this new league that former NFL hotshots Jared Allen, T.J. Hawkinson, George Kittle are all behind a new professional sports league here in the U.S.? Did you see this?
No. Talk to me.
This is good, and it is good in being themed with the Winter Olympics. This looks like something you'd have to live up north. You'd have to have facilities for it to catch on, but it's the sport of curling.
Yeah,
like the curl, like
when you do backed by NFL stars, Rock League wants to push curling to the masses.
Oh, good luck.
I mean, look, I watch dart throwing on TV and axe throwing. Maybe they can find a niche market, right? But I don't know how popular it can become, but it probably helps that you got some big name football players. Yeah, Kittle, Hawkinson, Allen, pushing the roaring game of curling into a new era through the NFL offseason, and more often for the retired Allen. A Hall of Famer, I'll remind you. They swapped the pigskin for the brooms, and they hit the ice on the rinks and others across the U.S. The NFL stars are fixated on this new sport, and then they go into some of the dynamics. Yeah.
Curling's been around a long time.
Yeah.
It hasn't caught fire.
Well, you have to.
Why do you think it's going to catch fire now?
I don't think it'll catch fire.
Why do they think it's going to catch fire?
Well, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
It's a different world. You have social media. And so however many million people follow, they'll be aware of this curling going on, whereas many times in the past you wouldn't even know what curling was. So they'll try and make it fun. I mean, I would have scoffed at pickleball 15 years ago.
You would have?
Sure.
Okay.
We all would have.
Yeah, pickleball.
Why would pickleball get any more than badminton ever did? It's just weird what hits and what doesn't.
Yeah.
The problem with curling, it's just such an exclusively Canadian and then past that northern sport. We play, in actuality, we play curling all the time. Who am I kidding? We call it shuffleboard. Close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough. Push it down, get your points. I know it's not near as nuanced or talented, but I know what would happen if we went with curling. We'd throw it way too fast. The other would be scraping like a madman. It would roll through the target, clank off the back, and then we'd scream at each other. That's how our curling would go. Hick would throw it way too hard. I'd scramble like a maniac trying to get it enough, to work, and it wouldn't, and it hit the back. I'd be pissed at him. He'd be mad at me.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, it wouldn't be any fun at all.
Tell me about this kid at Auburn, Keyshawn Hall. He had a really good
31 last night. He was great against the Gators.
Yeah.
He's a transfer. Yeah.
From?
I know
he's on
this.
his third school.
No, I just saw this. He's on a all transfer. He's from one of those schools that had so many people transfer they could put our own team.
Fourth school.
He is I want to say like Cal maybe?
No. UNLV was his first year. So he committed to UNLV, went and played there a year.
Mm-hmm.
Got the hell out of there, went to George Mason.
Mm-hmm.
Got the hell out of there, went to UCF.
That's where I saw he was from.
Got the hell out of there. Now he's at Auburn.
Yeah, UCF is where I saw him from. It's funny you brought that up. I read kind of a cool. It's not worth a huge conversation. I read the top 10 dream team of portal. In other words, guys from programs that have gone off in the portal, and whoever was top of the list, I can't remember who it was.
He might be.
No. Well, he may have been. No, UCF wasn't. They were down. But the number one portal loss, I think it was Illinois. Illinois has 11 guys playing at other schools. 7 of them average double figures.
Really?
Illinois' all portal team that all have left Illinois averages like 88 points a game. If you pieced them all, and they're all at different places, obvious.
I was curious.
Like Whiskers.
Which one?
Well, you've told us all how much you like answers.
He's one of those guys, though, right?
Who?
One of the better transfer portal guys.
Oh, no, you would be amazed. No, when I looked at this list of when they put together the team, I was shocked how many 18, 21, 19-point scorers there are that used to be other places. I'm not sure I saved.
Has anybody ranked them, though?
Well, there's kind of like the best transfer players just flat out.
Yeah, like who's worked out the best. And then where were they ranked,
Let me find where
previously.
I don't know if I saw it on SI.com or if I saw it on maybe CBS.
Well, if you go
teams Here are the teams who were pound. Let me first do mine. I haven't found the ranking. I'm sure a Google search will find it. Teams who were pounded. Yeah, you wouldn't believe that Illinois would be the number 1 team in the country based on portal losses. Okay, this is crazy. They lost this guy, Dre Gibbs Lawhorn to UNLV, 17.6 a game. Sky Clark to UCLA, 13.5 a game. Trey White to Kansas, 14.9 a game. Morez Johnson, Michigan, 13.7 a game. Amani Hansberry, Virginia Tech, 15.3 a game. Jaden Epps, Mississippi State, 15.2 a game. Kerry Booth, Colorado State, 10.9 a game. Adam Miller, Gonzaga, 7.3 a game. That's a lot of production. Now they can lose them all in 1 year, but these are all guys who had. I try to think of Florida has kind of escaped that. Anybody not named Denzel Aberdeen you have any interest in?
No. Denzel Aberdeen's having a nice year.
Yeah, he is. But we said that when it happened, you didn't want to lose him.
No. There's a kid at Michigan, Yaxel Lindeborg.
Okay.
He's a transfer. And then I also think that this
Lindeborg, they're saying is the best transfer?
And then there's a kid. No, I'm just looking at these. Like they rank the best college basketball players. And I'm looking at who are transfer guys. Like, in other words, the best college basketball player this year, according to this list, has been Cameron Boozer. A.J. DeBansa, second.
Both freshman signings.
Right. Joshua Jefferson, Iowa State Cyclones senior, after starting his career at St. Mary's 22 to 24. So that he's a transfer. Caleb Wilson, freshman in North Carolina. Braden Smith, he's been at Purdue. J.T. Toppin, he's been at Texas Tech. Darren Peterson, he's freshman. LeBaron Philon is been at Alabama.
Well, Texas Tech also was on this list. Remember good players on Darian Williams. Remember for Texas Tech last year? He transferred out. They have a backcourt guy at Auburn. Oh gosh,
guy at Auburn now.
Yeah. Oh God, a guard. His name escapes me.
Okay. I don't know.
No, well, here it is. I'll get it right here, actually. Boy, Alabama. There's a lot. This transfer portal. It's just, it's just piece it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. UCF, by the way, would be number 8 in the transfer portal loss game. Texas Tech, the guard, Overton.
Bill Barnwell has ranked the top every head coaching hire since 2021. 37 moves.
All right.
Where do you think Liam is?
High.
Number one coach, Mr. Fourth Down, Dan Campbell.
You know what?
5 seasons, 48 and 36.
I'd question that.
Also, remember that Detroit was ass bad when he got there.
Okay.
And he went through one bad year. Number 2, hard to argue, even though many will, Nick Sirianni.
He
2
should
Super Bowls.
Okay. How Nick Sirianni doesn't place ahead of Dan Campbell is the same kind of BS logic that keeps guys like Belichick out of the hall. Barnwell, do better.
Number 3, Mike McDonald of the Seattle Seahawks. 2 years.
Also better than Campbell.
Poised to.
Also better than Campbell. This Dan Campbell love's got to stop, E. I loved it when it started.
Yeah.
I like him. He's got personality. He embodies Detroit, but he's a boob.
Number 4, Mike Vrabel.
Also better than Dan Campbell.
1 year. Number 5, after 3 years, DeMeco Ryans. 32 and 19.
I'm good with that.
Number 6, after 3 years, also 32 and 19, Mr. Personality, Sean Payton.
Huh?
Number 7, after 4 years with 43 wins.
You could argue Payton should be a little higher.
Kevin O'Connell. Number 8, after 1 year, Ben Johnson. Number 9, after 2 years, Jim Harbaugh. Number 10, after 2 years with a 17-17 record, Dan Quinn. Number 11, with a record of 13-4, Liam Cohen.
Here's
what he writes.
I like Barnwell, but he was drunk. He got into the cab before he wrote this.
It was a successful first season for Cohen with the Jags, but it's also a strange one. Jags repeatedly struggled with unnecessary pre-snap penalties. Quarterback Trevor Lawrence had extremely rough stretches before playing like an MVP candidate to finish. Rookie Travis Hunter, the team's most notable addition during an aggressive offseason, barely made an impact as a receiver before getting injured. Jacksonville's top playmakers by the end of the year were receivers Jacoby Myers, struggling to make an impact in Vegas, and Parker Washington, who had been marginalized and buried on the depth chart by the moves Jacksonville made during the offseason. Cohen deserves credit for getting more out of the players he inherited from the prior regime, including Lawrence, Washington, and Etienne Jr. The Jags built an improved run game as the season wore on, although Cohen simply didn't run the ball enough in their playoff loss to the Bills. Jags fans should be excited about Cohen and what he might do in year 2, But a fair amount of the credit for Jacksonville's turnaround should go to defensive coordinator Anthony Campanile.
That's fair. They made a huge jump from near the bottom to like top 10-ish in a lot of categories defensively.
So before we go to break, you're saying, well, Dan, 37, who is the worst? Number 37, gone after 1 year. Pete Carroll. Number 30.
That's kind of harsh.
No, that's number 31. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was gonna
Let
say,
me get to 37.
I don't know if that would be dead last.
Number
but
37, dead last. Oh, dear. Herbs.
That's fair.
Herbs.
He should be last.
Yeah.
He is forgettable. Somehow
None of the coaches on this list were accused of physically assaulting their players, which
that-
puts
that-
Meyer in a world of his own.
that one doesn't bother me. And by the way, because of how that played out, we find out what a sissy little storyline that was for that kicker.
He writes,
nothing ever came of that. He physically assaulted
He
his
writes,
players.
his
Come
offensive goal was to run for 250 yards and throw for 250 yards, something that happens about once a year in the NFL. Meyer feuded with his players and coaches, abandoned the team plan to fly back to his bar in Ohio, set first pick Trevor Lawrence's development back a year, and signed Tim Tebow to play tight end, showed little familiarity with who was even playing for his team, and was fired after just 13 games.
Oh, yeah, it was a disaster.
It didn't go well.
No. And again, at the time of the hire, it seemed like it was uninteresting.
Number 36, Frank Reich, fired at 1-10. Number 35, certainly deserves some votes. Nathaniel Hackett, went 4-11. Number 34, David Culley, 4-13.
That poor guy.
Number 33, Lovey, 3-13-1 in Houston. Number 32, Josh McDaniels, fired after 9-16. Number 31, Pete Carroll. Number 30, Antonio Pierce. 29, way too high. Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, it should be lower.
Should be lower, man.
I'll give you another one, too. O.J. Mayo. I should have heard his name. Not O.J. Gerard Mayo. I should have heard his name by now.
Brian Callahan, 28. Gerard Mayo, 27.
Yeah, that's too high, too. He should
Jonathan
be lower.
Gannon, Matt Eberflus.
Raheem.
Raheem Denny
lower.
Allen.
Raheem twice.
Artie Smith. Brian Schottenheimer at 21.
Who hasn't hired a coach yet? Are the Cardinals the last one?
Cardinals and Raiders, but the Raiders apparently know who they want. I think he's probably Kubiak from the Seahawks. So, all right, we'll take a break. We'll keep it rolling, heading towards 9 o'clock now.
Let me ask you one question.
Yeah, please.
Tom Brady famously yesterday said, I mean, if I had one coach to win a Super Bowl, Bill Belichick. I mean, why don't the Raiders hire him?
Why don't they?
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. If you can't get enough Jags and Gators,
Duval.
explore the 1010XL network. Get more of what you're looking for at 1010XL Gators and 1010XL Jaguars.
Frank Frangie here. If you're expecting a tax return this year, here's a smart way to use it. Invest in new tires from Big Chief Tire. It's one of the best things you can do for your car and your safety. I've been going to Big Chief for years because they do it right every time. Put that refund to good use and hit the road with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 today and let Big Chief take care of you. That's Big Chief Tire.
Unlike those big corporate-owned stores, Beard's Diamonds doesn't rely on AI to help you find the right diamond. Beard's Diamonds specializes in DI, Diamond Intelligence. As Town Center's only locally owned jeweler with international connections, Beard's Diamonds is the smart choice for choosing the right jewelry for any occasion. Our Diamond Intelligence comes from years of helping your Jacksonville neighbors and connecting them to beautiful, dazzling diamonds from top designers like Tacori and Verragio. Diamond Intelligence is about finding the diamond that expresses what words can't and leaves her speechless. And Diamond Intelligence is tapping into partners from around the globe to find your true treasure without the middleman markups and bottom-line algorithms. Come experience the local, loyal, and helpful difference of Beard's Diamonds in Town Center, home of Diamond Intelligence. There's nothing artificial about it. Beard's Diamonds, proud to be Jacksonville's jeweler at the St. John's Town Center.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On January 29, 2000, Karl Malone became the third player in NBA history to score 30,000 career points, following a 35-point performance against Minnesota.
PRI Productions is the official game day production partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hi, I'm Randy Goodwin, president and owner of PRI Productions. chances are, if you've been in Jacksonville over the last 30 years, you've seen our work, from corporate and social events to concert production and much more. We have the equipment and expertise to make your next event memorable. So call the experts at the Jaguars Call. PRI Productions, bringing your ideas to life.
Prosser here. Who doesn't love a reward? Of course you do, especially if it's free. Well, how about this 1, 2, 3 offer for your rewards? Become a new member of the Fuel Rewards program with Shell and save 10 cents per gallon on your first fill, 20 cents per gallon on your second, and 30 cents per gallon on your third. Those are the rewards you get with the Shell Fuel Rewards plan. Get everyday savings. At Shell, members get more rewards, savings, and special offers. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Ryan Sitnick, Volunteer Vice Chairman for the Players, representing Hearts for Minds. Thanks to support from the Players, Hearts for Minds is helping break the stigma of mental illness and connecting people to life-changing resources. 40 days until the Players.
Game days aren't the only win happening in the 904. Best of Bold City named 904 Gutters with a Z, the #1 seamless gutter company in Duval. Like the team's O-line protects their QB. Call the winning team at 904 Gutters with a Z to protect your home from the rain.
If a birthday or an anniversary is looming in your future, take care of it today by ordering a floral arrangement online at CuneFlowers.com. Hi, Flying Jacko here. Take it from me. An arrangement from Cune Flowers works like magic.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
We've got quite a few people here on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. I live in Wisconsin. Curling is huge here. I curl 2 nights a week and would watch this every week if I had a chance.
Well, there you go.
Also, from the text line, I absolutely love curling. I would definitely do it if I could.
Apparently, there might be a club here in Jacksonville.
Of course there is.
And
Every time we talk about an offshoot sport, we get some we'll talk disc golf one day this summer, and they'll come out of the woodwork there and tell us about that. So why do you think there's a club, though? Do you know anybody who's in the club?
He says the Cat might be in the club.
MIC.
Cat, are you in the curling club?
Why does this sound like the most Cat thing would be for you to be in the curling club? Of course you are. Where does the club meet, by the way? When do you do this?
Guys, long-time listener, big-time curler. Big-time curler here.
Curler A.
Every Olympics, I get fired back up about the sport. I've been playing for years. Obviously, I got a 7'5" and a 2-year-old, so I haven't played much lately. But but there's the jackscurling.org. We have a Jacksonville Granite Curling Club right here in Jacksonville. Started, I want to say, like 8 years ago or so, and they curl at the Igloo. There's tomorrow night and Saturday night. You can go up there, and they do some learn to curl stuff. It's awesome, man. It's so fun.
There it is, Jacksonville Granite Curling Club.
Do you have right now, yes or no, any curling equipment or paraphernalia at your home? Apparel?
Negative. I don't
Just
I
go
don't
there
have
and show
shoes
up.
or.
Do you have to? Are they special shoes? Are they skates? How does it work?
No, you wear your sneakers, and then
Good.
they have a slide shoe. They have a slide shoe that they put over your sneakers.
I
so that
gotcha.
you can,
Yeah.
so you can cruise with it. But yeah, it's dude, it's a ton of fun, man, and you got to check it out. Also, Cush Cam. I recently saw Cush Cam. I'm here at the zoo right now. We got his media team that at Atlantic Coast came out and was doing a story at the zoo, so it was good to see.
Nobody better. He's a legend.
Nobody better.
Love the Cush Cam.
Everybody loves the Cush Cam.
All right, Kat.
But yeah, you guys should check it out, man. jackscurling.org. We got a club right here at the Igloo.
Thank you, Kat.
There you go. There's the Cat.
The Igloo is a great place, by the way. That is
And if you haven't been since they redid it, and some people probably haven't, from the old Skate World days, total different deal. They got two different ices. They
Sheets
got
of ice.
They
They
got
got
the sports bar in the middle.
It's terrific.
They had your boy out there ice skating one day.
Yeah, yeah.
We did one of our holiday parties there one year, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're a huge Iceman fan, they have and they're on the road. The Iceman games are on their sports bar in there. I'm sure people get together to watch that. The Iceman now a Buffalo Sabres affiliate, and they've struggled this year compared to what we've seen from the Iceman in the past. But the Sabres, meanwhile, are suddenly good. Don't know how that happened. But when the Icemen were the Rangers,
Icemen are in 11th place right now.
When the Icemen were the Rangers affiliate, They were good luck for the Rangers. The Rangers made a run all the way to the Cup when they were an Iceman affiliate. So we need Buffalo to give us that same ROI. I mean,
with the Rangers mired in last place and selling off all their parts, I would love for the Sabres to make a run just for the people of Buffalo. That would be fun.
Yeah, the Sabres.
They've been terrible.
Have they ever won?
No, they lost that.
I know.
Controversial. That's it.
Are they an expansion era? When did the Sabres come around? Like the 60s, or have they been around for a long time?
Oh, that's a good question.
Not a hockey, aficionado. I've only followed the Flames as they bounced around for 50 years.
1970 for your Sabres.
70.
Yeah.
Okay.
1970.
Is disc golf with the frisbee where they throw the frisbee into the thing?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, though.
It is. They'll throw it from like 250 yards.
There's an art behind throwing a frisbee.
Yeah. Have you mastered that, E?
No.
From the text line. Do you know that I continue to say the University of Illinois anytime Illinois gets brought up? I was being dropped off to middle school when y'all were making fun of Zook.
Oh, no.
Now 34, a classic moment in drill history.
Great moment.
There's a backseat again going, and this poor guy, Ron Zook, introduces the head football coach at Illinois, the state university, and he pronounced it Illinois. So that one lived in it. And so forever on this program, we've, I guess, just now stopped always referring to Illinois as Illinois because we did for a decade.
Absolutely. Absolutely, we did. So I saw the list of NFL free agents, top 50. Did you look at it?
Yeah.
Did you make anything of it?
Well, it depends on which list you're looking. I'm making
Trey Hendrickson's the one.
Yeah, and which
No chance.
eliminates right. The Jags can't pay the number one rush in free agents.
George Pickens will probably end up staying in Dallas.
Don't want him.
I saw him at one on a different list. Don't want Pickens either, and don't need
There's
him.
a center at 3, Tyler Linderbaum, good
don't-
young center, but we have a guy. Indiana Jones is on there. Jalen Phillips, edge rusher, young guy, went Miami to Philly, did pretty well in Philly when he was there.
I think the Titans are projected to sign him.
No. Alec Pierce is a wide receiver from the
Boy,
Colts.
he
He's a
sure
good player.
seems to be way up high, though.
Brees Hall, running back. Rasheed Walker, offensive tackle for the Pack. Odefe Owe, edge rusher for the Chargers.
He had a
another
one-year
edge
deal
rusher.
in the with the Chargers. Had a really good year, so he's
Well, he got traded from the Ravens, and he had 7.5 sacks. Another Colt, Braden Smith. John Franklin Myers, defensive lineman with the Broncos, 29 years old.
I saw him linked to the Jags in one of the
7.5 sacks this year.
Yeah.
Alante Taylor's a corner from the Saints. Quay Walker, linebacker, you know him from the Pack. Reek Woolen, if you want some taunting penalties, he's a good guy to bring in. Mike Evans, I don't know if he's going to retire or whatever. Jalen Watson, a corner from Kansas City. Malik Willis, ETN, and Devin Lloyd are 18 and 19 respectively on this particular.
Yeah, I told you, and it was surprising, but Lloyd has fallen. You looked at some of these lists a month ago, and he was top 5 free agent. Now he's more like 20. I think both these guys. I don't think you sign them both, and I think it's pretty obvious if you're only signing one which one it is.
Mm-hmm. What about Isaiah Likely?
Yeah, I like him. I said
Yeah,
this to ET a couple days ago.
The Jags were interested in Romeo Dobbs during the trade deadline.
Okay.
He's a free agent now. He's just going to be 27.
Dobbs is got a little bit of a Myers feel to him,
Yeah.
but Myers is more productive. Has been in his career.
Kyle Pitts, probably. Will he get tagged?
Yeah. I don't know.
They have ETN ahead of Kenneth Walker. Whew. Wow. What would you say? Yes or no?
Kenneth.
What would you say?
I'd go Walker.
Yeah.
But they're real similar. That's
They are.
It's unfair to ETN to say that.
But
They're-
his
been just as
catching
good.
ability is underrated.
And he's been just as good as a runner. And he's
Yes.
been the real similar. They brought in another guy. They made him share time. Hey, they're real similar players.
Guy I love, Rashid Shaheed. I don't think Seattle uses him
Oh,
enough.
man.
Who did I see
Playmaker.
him linked to? The Jets, maybe Buffalo. I don't know who it was.
Buffalo, that would be smart. Caleb Chase on 27. Jawan Jennings. He's cray-cray, but he's a good player, man.
What about Chase on?
Yeah, bring him back.
Yeah, I mean,
Have we had a retread before? Like,
He had 3 sacks in the first 3 playoff games,
yeah,
too. 7.5 on the
right.
year.
I don't know. Have we ever had a failed draft pick that returned? I don't know. That's a good question.
yeah.
I don't know if we've ever retreaded. Have we ever retreaded?
Greg Newsome is a free agent. He's number 34. I'm just going down the list here, looking at a few. Joey Bosa, 38. He doesn't look like he's got a whole lot left to me. Wandale Robinson, Cam Curl, the Rams, 904. Cade Mays, Jaquan Brisker at number 44. Rico Dowdle had a good year.
Rico.
Number 46.
Really tailed off at the end. He had a good 3 weeks is what he did.
Alex Anzalone, the former Gator, number 50, but he'll be 31. Just missing Goddard, Bush, Kevin Byard, Kwity Paye, Jalen Thompson. We'll take a break, keep it rolling. 9 o'clock, Nasty is on deck, which is always fun. This is The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
One of the best kept secrets in the United States. Shh, let's keep it that way. Jacksonville, FLA, home of 1010XL.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. If you need more evidence that Liam Cohen knows what he's doing, just look at the attention that Anthony Campanile and offensive coordinator Grant Udinski are getting in the hiring cycle. I'm not sure either one of them are going to get a job. Maybe they will or maybe they won't. But is there any doubt the guy knew what he was doing when he hired assistant coaches? Where both coordinators from a team are this hot of a candidate? I'm telling you, Liam Cohen really knows what he's doing. One more piece of evidence is the fact that the coordinators are being highly sought. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Frank Frangie here. This month marks a big milestone for Nimnik Buick GMC. 85 years of serving Jacksonville. Since 1941, Nimnik's been more than a dealership. It's been part of the community. 4 generations of families, thousands of vehicles sold, and a reputation built on doing things the right way. When you hear nobody but Nimnik, that's 85 years of trust behind it. If you bought a car from Nimnik, serviced one, or participated in one of our causes, you're part of the legacy. Stop by and see the folks at Nimnik today, because this milestone belongs to Jacksonville too. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey gang, Hickett here from our friends at Zero Res. Leave all that 2025 dirt and celebrate the new year with our friends from Zero Res. Carpets, tile, hardwood, LVP, area rugs, upholstery. Basically every surface in your home can be Zero Resified. It's time to call the cleaning pros at Zero Res. And don't forget about those air ducts. Zero Res has a 4.9 rating on Google with more than 8,000 reviews. That's 4.9 out of a perfect 5.0. That tells you all you need to know. Bring in the new year, 20% off carpet and upholstery cleaning. That's 20% off carpet and upholstery cleaning. Plus, take $100 off your air duct cleaning when you mention the 1010XL station. How do you do it? You call them. 904-287-5727. 287-5727 or book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com. It's ZeroResJacksonville.com.
One of the best live bands in the world, Tedeschi Trucks Band. Live in concert in St. Augustine. The Future Soul 2026 Tour. Performing at the St. Augustine Amphitheater, Friday, October 9th and Saturday, October 10th. Get tickets this Friday at 10 a.m. at AXS.com. The new album Future Soul is available everywhere March 20th. For more, visit TedeschiTrucksBand.com. Get geared up for your golf weekend with Dan, Jeff, and PGA Pros on Brunch with the Tour.
Expect anything different?
Tuesday morning at 8:30. Teed up by Clearwater Irrigation on Jacksonville's Golf Station. 1010XL.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit DFHSalesEvent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $4,000 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Hall & Sons Plumbing. JU now 8-13 overall and 3-5 in ASUN play continues its home stretch against Lipcomb. Hear the play-by-play starting at 7 on 1010XL AM and online stream. Former Gator Ben Shelton bows out in the Australian Open quarters, swept by Janik Sinner, despite clear year-to-year improvement. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson. At 9:09, it's 41 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because the 9 o'clock hour is next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
I'm faded, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill. We're wasting time. Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
All right, welcome back to the show. Drake May banged up this week, got some right shoulder issues, limited in practice. Team's forced to put it on the injury report. He will be the, I believe I read, the 9th quarterback to start a Super Bowl in his second year. Remember, no rookie quarterback has ever made a Super Bowl. It's amazing, right? I believe we've checked that, but I was looking at the list. The previous 8 are 4-4. So some good, some bad. Like, and again,
so I'm going to guess the winners. I'm going to guess are Ben.
Ben won the Super Bowl.
Mahomes?
No.
Well, his second year as a starter, I guess, not his second year in the league. Because he said, remember, his rookie year he didn't play. He only played the last game.
Well, they have Kurt Warner listed, which is interesting, who won the Super Bowl.
I must have been his second year in the league, but that was his first year as a starter.
Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, and Dangerous. Joe Burrow lost it. Dan Marino lost it in his second year. Colin Kaepernick lost it. So, and I think there's one other one who lost, but I don't know who that is. So, yeah, you have to note on second years. And did Mahomes go to the Super Bowl in his second year?
in 2018 was his second year. He's the MVP. Who won this? Did the Chiefs not go to the Super Bowl that year?
Maybe they didn't go to the Super Bowl that year.
I'd have to look at
what year.
No, that's still the Patriots, right? Is that Patriots beat the Rams maybe that year?
Yeah, the Patriots beat the Chiefs, right? So yeah,
they win in 2019.
Yeah.
So that was his second year as a starter. I guess his first year he didn't play.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking second year.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I thought the year he came out and won the MVP, they went that year, but it must have been the next. Yeah, they lost to Brady.
It says, for many of these players, the second year refers to their second season in the NFL, though some, like Warner and Brady, had limited to no playing time in their first year.
Mahomes got the one start. That was it.
Yeah.
And then kind of surprisingly, they jettisoned Alex Smith, and they gave him the job.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see
Good move. It's good coaching.
I got this feeling, and I may be wrong. I was talking to you about this earlier in the Super Bowl down the road here.
Okay.
That this might be like an old-style Super Bowl where
a blowout.
Yeah, we haven't had one of those, right? Have we had 43-8? Was that the last? What was the last?
No, we
blowout?
we had a blowout. The Eagles blew out the Chiefs.
I guess that was a blowout. Yeah. Last year
killed them.
So I got a feeling we might have a blowout.
Well, I hope not.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Game.
Yeah, I don't really. There is a part. You know what we said earlier. I kind of pulled for the Patriots in that game. It's a different iteration of the Patriots. I like Drake May. But. As we get closer to the game, I'm kind of backing off of that. At the end of the day, I don't really like either one of them. I don't
mind Seattle. A lot of people don't like them.
I don't like them. It's a carryover. I didn't like that whole.
Do you have any affinity for Seattle?
I didn't like the personality of the champion team.
Yeah,
it's just my history with Seattle. But I want to see the Jacksonville boys get a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
The boys on the Patriots.
Yeah, that's fair.
Who's Pop? Who's the other one? Or is that the only one?
No, there's another one.
Defensive coordinator. There's the
defensive coordinator,
the
Jennings
kid.
Yeah, him.
Yep,
Jennings. He's Mandarin too.
Yeah.
Was he also on that state team?
I don't know if he was on that team. He may be.
Dang.
Who beat the Patriots this year?
Well, they almost lost to the Raiders. They may have lost to the Raiders.
They did lose to the Raiders.
Yeah, didn't they lose early?
And then did the Steelers get them too? They didn't lose on the road. That's a weird thing.
Isn't
Lost all their games at home.
Yeah.
All
the Bills got them. I know that.
Yeah, being 3.
They split with the Bills.
I want to think maybe the other one's Pittsburgh, or did they barely beat Pittsburgh last second? That may have been that one worked. Their third loss was to they just had it.
Yeah, it's the Bills.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
It was
and
Pittsburgh.
Vegas.
Yeah, so it was Pittsburgh.
It was Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh and Oakland early.
Week 3.
Early. Both those games were early. Weeks 1 and 3, they were 1 and 2.
They were 1 and 2. And then they got red hot. They beat the hell out of the Panthers.
I am gonna. I look at their overall talent. I am gonna write off a lot of their success to incredible fortune, and the only thing that can change that is if they beat the Seahawks. And if they do get blown out or lose convincingly, then it's going to be fair to say they were a fraud.
If they get blown out,
yeah, they got to the Super Bowl because of how
it's
wide
hard to
open.
Get to the Super Bowl,
and it's easier if you don't play a winning team, and then you get 2 home games, and then you face a backup quarterback. That's about as easy as it
How about
comes.
this one? You ready for this one? Let's play this game.
Okay.
All right. With the Patriots. You guys ready to play?
Sure.
Ready.
Right. Patriots first week played the Raiders. What happened to the Raiders coach?
He got fired.
He gone.
Okay. Patriots second week played the Dolphins. What happened to the Dolphins coach?
He gone.
He got fired.
What? Patriots third week played the Steelers. What happened to that
He
coach?
gone.
He got fired.
Well, Panthers guy's still there. Patriots played the Bills twice. What happened to their coach?
He gone twice.
Patriots.
They're the coach killer.
Patriots played the Titans. What happened to their coach?
Yeah, he got
He
fired.
gone.
Patriots played the Browns. What happened to their coach?
They need a new coach.
Patriots played the Falcons. What happened to their coach?
Gone.
I mean,
Killed them all. Killed the whole
Patriots played the Giants. What happened to their coach?
Okay, again, you want to talk about it schedule. This speaks to their schedule.
Yep.
You've got a schedule full of teams that changed coaches. They were so bad. That's like 80% of their games.
That's
It's
crazy.
like 11 or 12 of them.
Both. And by the way, then you get 2 division games against Aaron Glenn, who's worse than all those.
All of them. He should be gone.
So there's, and again, the only way you knock that narrative back is if you win the Super Bowl. And if you lose, or at least play it close. But if you get blown out, I'm sorry. You
Should've
beat a
never been there.
backup quarterback. You scored 10 points.
Yeah.
You beat the Houston is a decent win. It's the only good win they've had other than at Buffalo in October. It's the only good win they've had. Wow. Winning at Denver 10-7 against the backup quarterback is not a good win. It's a good outcome, but the Jags went to Denver and beat a team like you beat a team.
Yeah.
Beat them. Like we went to Denver with no bouncing around, can't score a point, beat the crap out of them. So, yeah, do I think the Patriots are better than the Jaguars? I do not. I don't. I think if the Patriots and the Jaguars played in the Super Bowl, the Jaguars would beat them.
Can we apply for reinstatement?
No, but get a judge in Bama. But we didn't beat the Bills, so none of that matters.
We're appearing before Judge Baselli today. Judge Baselli. What we've done is we've asked to replace the Seahawks. Guess not. So, anyway, we'll see. You want to take a break?
I do. We'll come back and do something.
That's fun.
It's kind of tease that they've come to expect.
Oh, man. Outstanding.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Get in here. I got one thing to say. This is when the big dogs come out. Okay? You can't roll with the big dogs. Stay on the board.
1010XL. Jacksonville Sports Radio Big Dog.
Mike Dempsey here for Big Number 1 Duval Ford. Did you know that Duval Ford offers a mobile service that comes to you at home or at work? Get oil changes, filters, battery replacement, recalls, and more with no extra fees. Same dealership quality delivered. Easy online scheduling with live technician tracking. Also available for fleets and commercial. On-site service at your convenience. Contactless payments and paperless invoicing. Serving Jacksonville and surrounding areas, Duval Ford. Schedule your next service at duvalford.com.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's not girl talk, it's sports talk.
Let's talk football.
Tom McManus adds his helmet to the heels with Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl. Afternoons 2 to 4. Fought for you by Green Law Group on 1010XL.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast orthopedic specialist performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast orthopedic specialists for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast orthopedic specialists take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast orthopedic specialists.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. You hear about guarantees and warranties. What is Underwood's policy?
Frank, to talk about guarantees and warranties, you have to look at our history of over 70 years in business. Underwood's entire reason for existence is and has been to offer fine products that'll be used with such satisfaction that both the giver and the receiver will want to come back. And hopefully they'll tell their friends about us. To do this means we've got to try our hardest to satisfy every customer. All of our people understand that. Now, I'm sure over the years we've made a few mistakes, but we've never failed to make good on any Underwood product that was returned with a legitimate customer complaint. Our entire reputation would mean nothing if we didn't conduct ourselves that way. Simply put, conducting our business with integrity is a lot more important to Underwoods and our customers than all the guarantees, warranties, and contrived legal obligations in the world. And you've got Underwood's word, my word, and all of our people's word on that.
Underwoods in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Low mortgage rates are back. Listen, Loan Pronto has fixed rate mortgages with APRs as low as 4.89%. It's the lowest in years. Hey, gang, Prosser here. Smart homeowners are taking advantage of this while they can. If you got stuck in a 6% loan, you can lower your payment big time, or you can keep your primary mortgage intact, get cash out. Equity with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loans. One homeowner just got $250,000 out of their home. They paid off all their credit cards, some car loans, and cut their monthly expense by $2,000. Call now. See what option works best for you, but don't miss this big rate drop of 2026. Ask about new home loans, VA loans, full cash out refis, or their famous rapid equity loan. You can close in less than 2 weeks. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments altogether. Call 904-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com. No hard credit pull. 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit
NMLSconsumeraccess.org. 1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, with a 1 being just a little dry film of juice left over from something that's already been drank, to 5 being juicy juice, a big full glass of juice. How juiced are you on Brooks Koepka's return to the tour today, and how much more likely are you to maybe check out how he's doing? Doesn't move it at all.
It's a great question. Yeah, not a bit. Like, I'm curious. Patrick Reed is coming back.
Not eligible, but yes, Kevin Na. All the rats are trying to climb back up the ship. Like Koepka, okay, Reed's won majors. He's got a lot of wins. He's a valid player. He's a good player. He's not a popular player, but he's a good player.
Right.
But it does feel now as more and more come that I'm like, well, hold on. They get to go leave, get all these big signing bonuses, and then just come back?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it if I'm Wyndham Clark or Hideki Matsuyama.
Well, there are some
because here's why, and I get it.
No, there are some financial
penalties
for those guys.
But they don't near match what they got in return.
No.
And here's the difference. You say, well, and I've used this argument. Well, Liv leaving also pushed up the prize money here.
Yes.
So what? Those guys didn't have to win prize money. They didn't have to earn their money.
Right.
So, yeah, you pushed it up, but I still got to go win it. You jokers went over there. You took multi-million dollars, and now you get to come back and win the increased prize money that I –
Oh, I looked at who Liv added this offseason.
It's a nothing
Dietrich,
burger.
Ben Ann, Elvis Smiley. Michael Asasso is the NCAA champion, I believe.
Again, dumb move by Asasso.
Victor Perez, Laurie Cantor, Minkyu Kim, Jung-Han Song, Scott Vincent.
They failed. It's over.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
But they lost Koepka and Reed and Na and who?
Na, it was
another guy.
Hudson Swafford.
Yeah, Hudson Swafford.
Those guys. These guys are nothing too. When you
can
lost,
tell those guys to pound rocks.
Right.
If you want.
I don't care.
Yeah.
If you've won a major, we'll take you. The rest of y'all pound sand. Go through qualifying.
So what is Reed?
Reed won a major.
Status?
He can be back because he hasn't played a live event since like August. He can't come back till August, and now he can play the majors because his world ranking's high enough.
So he's going to do what? He's sitting out until August?
No, and he gets to come back after a year because of his and have status because of some past champion status he had.
Because of his Masters championship?
And he's also won like 10 times on tour.
Well, sure.
So those also get him in. So he won't have to like go to tour school or, qualify that way because he has some qualifications and he's going to sit out his year and pay his penalty fee, whatever that is. Reed is good. He's a villain. He's good on tour. That's a good addition. He's a good golfer that you can root for or against. And so I'll take him back. I'll take DeChambeau. I'll take Rahm. And I don't give a darn about any of the others, including any of the others. None of them. It failed.
Yeah.
It failed. It needed to win the first round because there is no round 2 for Liv. If they weren't able to knock out or at least stagger the PGA Tour by Graham Mickelson and DeChambeau and Rahm and Koepka, then and Sergio and other, you're not going to be able to do it. They took their shot and it failed.
Sergio, what would he get if
He's in his 40s. He would have the standing to come back. And now those guys, I don't think they will. Just play your European worldwide golf. Make your money. Mm-hmm. You want to play the majors on past champion status.
How long will the Live last? Like, when does the guy?
I think they'll keep playing. I just think it's going to pull back to like normal money.
Yeah,
I think it'll be a golf tour, and they'll try and keep some of the initiatives they had. But
they're going to 72 holes, right?
Yeah, which defeats the purpose of what they did.
When is
can't imagine. I know John Rahm doubled down and said he's staying.
Well, DeChambeau said I'm under contract.
Yeah,
I'm guessing Rahm's probably under contract.
These guys don't want to have. Yeah, they got to get to the point they're not upside down, and the money that they leave on the table.
I think some of them have such pride. They just all we want. What I kind of want is I want them to say, yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
I think they kind of are, and coming back.
And coming back, they are.
I thought Koepka said something
like DJ doesn't matter.
And by the way, Koepka said something that was very refreshing in his press conference this week.
Mm-hmm.
They just ask, are you nervous? Is there any anxiety, apprehension about, rejoining the tour? And he said something, and it's so true. He goes, gotta be honest with you, man. I'm most anxious about this. This press conference where they'll be fine out on tour. Look, nobody loves everybody on tour. They have different factions and rivalries, but he has more than enough support, including the guy at the very top of the chain, Tiger Woods, who's a Koepka guy.
Yeah, really, honestly, there are names that but the only guy that really matters is DeChambeau and Rahm.
Yeah. And
that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
No. Sergio's old. Mickelson's old. The other Europeans don't matter.
If you're,
there's just, it's not that there aren't some other talent. There are golfers there that'd be. The problem is the PGA Tour has dozens of that next level golfer. Like, there's not much difference in Hideki Matsuyama and Well, there is. I mean, Matsuyama's better. But I can just give you a whole lot of golfers that are the same as everybody in Live except for Rahm and DeChambeau. Like, I'm just pick Luke List.
I'm looking at these
It's the
teams.
same as Carlos Ortiz.
So I was watching last night. I was flipping through, and I saw the 2019 Players was on Golf Channel, and Rory won it. And Abraham Answer was in contention. He's a Live guy. Joaquin Neiman, Sebastian Munoz, Carlos Ortiz. They kind of, their teams are sort of geographically. Yeah.
That's the Latin team.
Louis Oosthuizen and Brandon Grace and Shaw.
That's the South African contingent.
Yeah. Taylor Gooch, Jason Kokrak, Graham McDowell, Harold Varner.
That's like the Southwest
Mishmash.
edition.
Yeah. Cam Smith, Lucas Herbert, Mark Leishman, Elvis Smiley, Australians.
Now, Cam could have been included in the list, and he took early retirement.
Yeah.
You know, I see Cam, and God bless him. He was never admitted anything different. And I see him doing YouTube videos and fishing.
Bubba Watson, Ben Campbell, Peter Uihlein, and Matthew Wolf.
Bubba at the time was okay. I would also take Bubba back and put him in that same Patrick Reed category.
Yeah.
He's a good foil. He's a good he's enough of a jerk that you can root
Poulter,
against him.
Westwood, Laurie Cantor, Sam Horsfield.
None of those matter.
Rahm, Hatton, McKibben, and Caleb Surratt.
Only Rahm. I mean, Hatton is an overblown hothead jerk.
Hatton's fun though. He's a foil.
Yeah, but he's not near as good as he's made out to be, so he annoys me. You don't get to come back. You don't have any standing. You barely won on tour, and you've never won a major, so hockey sticks it. Enjoy Singapore.
Phil still looks like just a tool with that mustache.
He is a tool.
I mean, gosh dang it, Phil.
Yeah, he's a tool.
I mean, you just Phil's.
And by the way, haven't seen, heard, mentioned photo of Amy in years.
Right.
Are they even together?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure.
Did we not see her any and all the time for 15 years?
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever go a month without seeing Amy Mickelson in some form or fashion?
DeChambeau, Paul Casey, Charlie Three Sticks, Annabert, Lahiri.
Nope.
Keimer, Richard Bland, Adrian Moronk, and Victor Perez. And then DJ, Thomas Dietrich, and Thomas Peters. Thomas Peters is a good young golfer, but those guys, I mean, it's not. Yeah, none of these guys, a lot of these guys, I wonder if these guys try to get back to be on the senior tour?
Well, that's what Perez wants to do. The reality for Liv.
Oh, yeah, they let him back, didn't they?
The reality for Liv is that, again, everyone outside of those two, okay, is just your average leaderboard on the PGA Tour. In other words, Tom Hoge, Denny McCarthy, Max Greiserman, Doug Gim. I'm not giving you big names. I'm just giving you names. Bo Hostler, Siwoo Kim, Eric Van Rooyen, Taylor Moore, Saif Theegala, Max McGreevy, Max Homa, Maverick McNeely. These guys, that's all that's so it doesn't matter if you get those guys back. You have 100 of them.
But the game's over. You're right. PGA won.
Yeah.
PGA Tour won.
More than the PGA.
They did a lot of damage to the PGA Tour. Caused a lot of heartache and financial. And you know what? And I don't think the PGA Tour, my personal opinion, is sustainable with the programs that they have and the amount of money that they're paying these guys. It's a niche sport. I'll always say it. I love golf, but it's not near the popularity of just about every other sport. Just about every other sport, but yet they do have some backing, and we'll see what happens.
Well, to your point, you can get a hot sport, and people can get excited, and it can peak with, and I forget what just showed up with like 29 million viewers.
Mm-hmm.
Golf, if they just slay it, may get 8 million.
Yeah,
you know, with a big storyline. What was Tiger's biggest rating? Like, what's the most million that tuned in? He probably got up in the 20s, 30 millions, but other than that, I mean, the highest rated golf tournament a year ago, I promise you, I mean, didn't hit 10 million, I bet.
The 1997 Masters drew 20.3 million viewers.
That's as Big got when he did that as a young man. So
other top rated, again, most watched, 97 Masters, 01 Masters, 2010 Masters, 2011 Masters, 2007 Masters.
It's probably all Tiger
20,
stories.
well, 20, 19, 16, 15, and 14.
In 2019, that was Tiger came close one year. And
So anyway, those are the most watched, and that's tops at 20 million.
That's
so
right.
You're right.
Yeah, it is a niche sport. They're fortunate to make what they make, and then we should make one distinction.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if it's Wynn or PGA Tour, but it's definitely huge loss. Take your mud and eat it. Loss, live. They lost. They won't lose any money.
Well, that dude lost a lot of money.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's got more money than he can print. But those golfers who went over there to show us all, sashay in through their cocktail hours and their videos of, all these luxurious places they're going. They did a disservice to their sport. They brought a lot.
This is the drill on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The votes are in for the Folio Weekly Best of Jax Awards. The award for Best Sports Radio Show goes to
Helmets and Heels.
The winner for Best Radio Sports Anchor is
Dan Hicken.
Hear them every day on 1010XL.
Happy New Year, everyone. It's time to treat yourself to something special.
What better way to start the year than with a stunning Cadillac from Randy Marion Cadillac?
My dad, Randy Marion, is the king of price, and we've got unbeatable prices and a great selection to choose from.
You can see all the inventory at randymarioncadillacjacksonville.com.
And don't forget, we need your car even if you don't buy from us.
Ask for Sean Spencer and he'll pay top dollar for your vehicle. Drive to Randy Marion Cadillac on Southside Boulevard in Jacksonville. Plus tax tag title $9.99 admin fee and resistol on approved credit.
Some plumbing companies say they're local, right up until you realize their headquarters are in New York City. At Hall & Sons Plumbing, we're actually from here. Born, raised, and fixing leaks right here in Jacksonville. Hall & Sons Plumbing. Local. Family. Real.
Parents, now is the time to start signing up your kids for the best all-sports camp in the 904. Tommy Houlihan All-Sports Camp in Jax Beach. Register before February 2nd and save big. All sports camps, kids K through 6 all day. Extended hours also available. Kids can also register for the Beaches Basketball League, ages 3 years old through 5th grade. Keep your kids active this summer with Tommy Houlihan sports and basketball programs. Online at TommyHoulihanBasketball.com.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
This is the home of the Florida Gators. Get your Gators hoops on 1010XL. Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah, Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville, and Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey folks, it's Frank Frangie for Lee and Kate's Glass. They say you're going to see a big difference, but what does that really mean? It means a live local person on the phone, a smooth, easy process, skilled craftsmen, and excellent customer service all around, with your satisfaction absolutely guaranteed. Visit LeeandKatesGlass.com.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. The big game is almost here, and there's no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than with Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. All you do is pick more or less on at least 2 player stat projections and watch your winnings roll in. It's just that simple. Now Prize Picks has early payouts. If your lineup is off to a hot start, you have the option to cash out before the game even finishes. At Prize Picks, how you play, it's up to you. Download the Prize Picks app today, use promo code 1010XL, and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play $5 in lineups. Prize Picks, good to be right.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jax. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jax, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjax.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
Yeah, we can say all we want about the Hall of Fame voting and such, but in the end, a big boo-boo. And really the Hall, whether they throw a few dudes out or not, they really should look at the voting procedure. I mean, just too many guys out there who, can't even get in the room. I mean, one coach a year is about the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, especially when we have all these guys out there. And obviously, I'm biased here because it pains me because I want to get the old guy TC in the hall. I don't understand what the holdup is here, but now we got to go a whole nother year and wait for Belichick to get in next year. So, and maybe they should have thought about that when they're sitting there looking at, well, if we don't put this guy in, because certain guys who you're trying to put in weren't deserving anyway. I don't know. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And honestly, it casts I agree with Jimmy Johnson. This year's ceremony, listen, it's great for those who get in, and you don't want to punish those guys, but I guarantee you one thing. And one of those guys who go into the Hall of Fame this year is going to be up there in Canton, Ohio, making their speech, and they're going to
mention it.
Look forward to Bill Belichick being here very soon.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, guarantee that's going to happen. One of them, and it might be Robert Kraft, quite frankly, who probably will be the one that gets in from that committee, but who knows? So we'll see how that all pans out. We got some salacious stuff here at 9:39.
Salacious.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'll just read you a couple things here. I don't want to do New York City headlines per se, but I'm going to give you a couple salacious headlines. Striking underling, married top presidential advisor resign as sex tape scandal rocks Montenegro.
There's Montenegro, Argentina?
Montenegro. This is Mirjana Pajkovic, who's a looker.
Oh, yeah, Montenegro is like Yugo or somewhere.
Yeah, she's a looker.
She's a looker?
She's a youngin' and she's a looker.
What does she do?
She's some sort of aide.
What's her name?
Mirjana Pajkovic.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, she's strong, and she's rocking around with the old guy.
She looks like an MOB.
The old guy.
It's a mail order bride. Is what she looks like.
The old guy is the now former director general. Oh no, that was her. She had some bootleg job, and then the old guy, the married former National Security Agency director and ex-advisor to the president. So we got a scandal at the top of the Montenegro government that is rocking that country right now. Rocking that country. Here she is. Here's another shot of Pajkovic. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, let's just say Paj is using all of her assets for career advancement.
Yeah, so congratulations to her, I guess. And then I got this other headline. I don't know how you guys will react to this one, but and this is a quote. E, are you listening?
I'm listening.
Looking for Paj? You're not going to find her. Just go Montenegro sex scandal. That'll get you to her. I nearly had a coregasm in my fitness class.
What is going on?
The triggering exercise I now have to avoid. New York City headlines.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I got Montenegro
Yeah.
vag something, and now
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
coregasm?
Yeah.
That's getting a wave.
Oh, yes. He's rubbing the wave.
Yo.
That just happened.
Ooh.
Yeah. That just happened.
Oh, wow.
Mhm. Yeah.
In other news, could you tell me what that exercise was? Out of curiosity, I mean, for science sake, what is that? What is that exercise that gives you? I can't even say it.
Holy moly.
And then I have this other
squeaky wheel, buddy.
I got this interesting story, and I appreciate the creativity of the headline. Womb Raider. Womb Raider. How China supercharged birth tourism and scammed American citizenship for up to 1.5 million babies.
So they were plants. Maybe they put a little...
Pregnant women have their children on American soil to become citizens, and it's been happening for decades, but Chinese elites have weaponized the practice. They're womb raiders.
Yeah. Well, there's also this. You also have all those... forever, it was... I don't know if it's still as popular as it was, but for all Chinese adoption was popular for Americans. Right? They would adopt Chinese children. Right, that's been a industry through the years. I thought you were talking about that way.
Yeah. Ray J gives an update on treatment after claiming he has months to live.
Why are we doing headlines with no music? Where's the music?
We're not doing music. I just had a couple that I
What are
wanted
you,
to do. with it.
acapella? We're doing
But
acapella.
But now I keep going. I don't know.
Well,
It
just keep
turns
going.
turns out there's a lot of them here.
Yeah. What? This is news.
Yeah.
By the way, you're welcome. As I've gotten the email for the
I'm out of there.
Players Championship Golf Media Day. You're welcome.
Oh, okay. What's the day?
Feb 12.
Feb 12. That's just around the corner.
Yeah. Well, it needed to be. That's why we were curious, like Whiskers. So there you go.
I like that. You want to take a break?
Yeah,
Make
we
the turn for home?
Yeah, we probably need to do that.
Do you have any comments on the fact that your Atlanta Braves are the 26th rated farm system right now?
Well, you guys have been telling me that for the last few years. They haven't been as good, so maybe it correlates. I would say this. I bet you if you were doing pitching farm system, they'd be top 5 or 10.
Oh, wow.
So now when it comes to position
about that.
players, oh, yeah.
Oh,
I do agree with that.
Right
In
up
fact, I bet if you looked that up
Top 5 or
analytically.
10, huh?
Yeah, at pitching only.
Okay.
That's not much. Listen, but we're not a top 10 franchise. That's bad.
Yeah.
Needs
You
to be
used
top
to be
3.
one of the top ones.
We still are. In what?
26th.
Oh, I'm talking about pitching.
Yeah. Number 1, Milwaukee Brewers.
Well, here's another thing, too. I mean, you'd say our farm system's bad, but, I mean, every year we got, like, the Rookie of the Year. Drake Baldwin, he was a prospect on our crappy farm list. And the year before that, Michael Harris was our prospect on our crappy farm list. So they're doing okay.
All right. Just asking. Golly.
Well, I'm just answering.
So angry.
I'm not angry at all.
I mean, Braves suck, and he can't deal with it. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, make the turn for home. You feel good about that?
I mean, I watched the entire postseason last year. Didn't see your team in there either. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
And when I checked, we didn't have the best record in baseball in June.
5th best.
Yeah.
5th best farm system. This is the drill.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
It may be winter in Northeast Florida, but it's one of the most important times to protect your lawn. Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. Their winterizer strengthens roots and improves cold tolerance. Pre-emergent treatments stop spring weeds before they ever start. What that means is you set the stage for a thicker, greener lawn when spring arrives. Call today to schedule your winter lawn treatment with Julington Creek Pest Control. Our family serving yours since 1984.
Ace Carline here for Atlantic Infinity, and yes, I'm still loving my new QX60. Right now, you can lease one or lock in just 1.9% financing for 60 months, and every new Infinity comes with the Atlantic Infinity Promise. That's over $7,000 in added value. That's one of many reasons why I bought mine there. No pressure, no games, just a great experience. Make your next ride an Infinity from Atlantic Infinity. Visit AtlanticInfinity.com or the showroom near Atlantic and St. John's Bluff.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com. It all begins with Speed Weeks, presented by Advent Health, February 11th through 15th. This week, you can win a 4-pack of tickets to the United Rentals 300 and ARCA Menards Series doubleheader. Who won the first Daytona 500? Text the driver's last name to 641-1010. Who won the first Daytona 500? Text the answer to 641-1010 for a chance to win a 4-pack of tickets to the United Rentals 300 and ARCA Menards Series doubleheader, February 14th.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. When it comes to trucks, the only name you need to know is George Moore Chevrolet. Right now, the showroom off Atlantic Boulevard loaded with the toughest, the strongest, the hardest working Chevy trucks around. Talking Silverado after Silverado, ready to work or play just as hard as you do. And gang, I just don't talk about them. I've got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks in the Hicken family, and they've earned every mile, every job, every weekend. Power, dependability, style. You've seen my boy Blue. Style, yes. If it's a truck you want, George Moore Chevrolet, the place to be. Stop by Atlantic Boulevard today. You see why those truck people keep on coming back for more with George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's ride.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Hi, this is Dave Barker with IHRS. Are you frustrated with those trendy pills, drops, and lotions that claim to make your hair thicker and fuller? Are you taking weight loss drugs or medication that's making your hair fall out? Whether you're frustrated with results from treatments that just don't work, or you no longer have the fuller, thicker hair that you once had, there's a better way. Our hair restoration solutions have helped literally over 10,000 men and women restore their hair in as little as 2 office visits.
Ready to grow your hair back and have permanent, natural, and guaranteed results? For your confidential consultation, call 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or go to hairforme.com. That's hairforme.com.
Ticket here for Action Garage Door. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring. When it does, I call Action Garage Door. They take action. Jeff and Art and crew, Jacksonville folks, not some big out-of-town chain. Something goes wrong with your garage door, take action. Check them out. Garage Door 911, garagedoor911.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Making the turn for home. Good to be here. Fast moving Thursday. No football this weekend.
No football.
No football.
Oh, yeah.
One more game left. In the old days, maybe we'd have a Pro Bowl. I don't even know if it's Pro Bowl weekend or not. I don't care.
Is it? Yeah, I don't know.
Probably is. Because
It should be. It's
they're
the week
doing it in
before the
San Francisco, right?
Yeah, it should be the week before the Super Bowl.
Who knows? Nobody knows, and nobody cares, and that's why it's become what it's become. But
will we ever find out? Like, we know that Trevor declined the Super Bowl. Like, but will we ever find out? Like, will we hear, hey, Trev, were you asked to go to the Pro Bowl this year?
yeah, they'll ask him. When we see Trevor again, the media will ask him that question. And if I know Trevor, I don't know Trevor, but my guess would be I got something planned.
Yeah.
Right?
I want to spend some time with family.
Trevor's a moving and grooving guy in the offseason.
He is.
They do a lot of, he goes
functions.
off on, vacations.
Well, he's out, but are you talking about the Pro Bowl?
Yeah.
Well, he's out there. He's got to be at the award ceremony.
Oh, that's
He's
right.
up for
You got to be
comeback
out there for
player
the
and
honors.
MVP. He's there.
Well, maybe, yeah. Is it that night?
That's not till next week.
Well, that's when they're the same weekend.
Oh, the Pro Bowl's next weekend?
Isn't that what we said?
Pro Bowl's same weekend as Super Bowl
Oh,
weekend?
the Pro Bowl's this weekend. I see what you're saying. I thought that they moved it to the same site, but not the same week. Okay, I got you.
That'd be my guess.
Then, yeah, that would be
I'm
different.
looking.
Then. I thought it was the Saturday of the Super Bowl.
It might be.
It always used to be the week before.
It used to be the week after. Back
The
in
Pro Bowl?
Yeah,
Back in
way
the day.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Pro Bowl games festivities featuring skills challenges will take place on Tuesday, February 3rd in San Francisco,
Yeah, so
California.
it's the week of.
Week of,
Well, it's
yeah.
one day.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying it's the week of the Super Bowl. It's not
Yes,
this week.
It's Tuesday.
And he has to be there Friday, so that's a big gap. You wouldn't just be there. If it was on Saturday, you're there. Already. I promise there is no world where he didn't turn it down.
Yeah.
They didn't choose Shador over these other people.
Yeah.
Those people were asked or fell next in line, and then they said, "Yeah, no."
I don't really want to go.
You don't have to have a reason.
Play in a flag game.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to be in. You don't have to have a reason. Nah, I'm gonna take a pass.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
good.
need your $75,000. I don't know if you know. I make $55 million.
Yeah.
And again, it probably does take something out of it. I'm not all that jazzed about going and playing flag football for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And one of these guys is going to happen. This NFL sending these multi-million-dollar assets out to do stupid little parlor games and, recess activities. Somebody's going to snap an Achilles. Somebody's going to do it. Somebody's going to be, Tara Labrum on the tug of war. They're going to do it. Some important player is going to go down in this silly thing, and then maybe we'll just end it totally.
I'm sorry. I was watching this prank on. They're in a subway and this girl's sleeping, and they all put on these big giant heads on their masks on their, and then she wakes up and she just freaks out.
Trevor was first alternate for the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
So yeah, he definitely declined if he's not there. He said he had a scheduling conflict. Is what I'm told on the. Yeah, I have a scheduling conflict. It doesn't fit my schedule. It'd be a conflict internally to come to this stupid thing. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to.
Play us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hello, Tony.
Good morning.
What's cooking today on a Thursday?
We got Mike DeRocco in.
The D-Rock.
Yep, on this Thursday with us. And our question of the day asking, which of these young Jacksonville Jaguars will have the biggest impact on the team's success in 2026?
All right.
Your options in the poll, Caleb Bransaw, Wyatt Milam, Bashal Tutin, or whoever they take at 56.
Oh, okay.
We could have put Hunter in the poll, but we thought he'd just run away with it.
Yeah.
If you put him in that kind of thing. So
that's good.
Give
It's
the other
interesting.
options and kick it around a little bit.
Need some of those guys to step up and get better and contribute and be football players. So, and I'm sure
Ransaw looks like at all. Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, and Milam got a little bit of taste of, and Tutin a little bit of taste of. I'm not as high on Tutin as these two guys. They like him better. But yeah, there's certainly room for improvement, and he very well could be the guy. So we shall see. Would you be confident enough if he was your starting running back in 2026?
I'd be all right with it.
Be all right with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, most people seem to feel that way.
Yeah.
I'll see. I'm withholding judgment. I didn't see enough from him, but
well, if they go that direction with it, I'm very confident that they will have drafted someone else in the position.
Yeah.
Right. So there'll be another
someone
name.
Up in the,
Yeah. There'll be another name that'll be involved
Fair.
in the backfield, and Tutin will be the guy that we assume is the starter because Etienne isn't here. Like that kind of thing. But I think that would be the process for how Tutin was the guy going into next season, and I'm comfortable with that. That's the direction they go.
Well, have a great show.
Thank you.
Mike, Tony, D-Rock's here as well as they get ready for the Thursday edition of Jaguars Today. It looks as if our work has been completed. Some would say it was really completed about 37 minutes ago.
At times, it can leave you that feeling. But if you really analyze what's happened in the last 37 minutes, there has been some communication shared.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't a total mail.
You learned about
things that Corgat.
brought it up.
You brought it up.
You said it again.
You just baited me into, you know what we learned?
And then you stopped.
And then you went.
Why didn't you just say the word corgasm? We got to swerve.
Bit in the corner. Whoa.
Swerve, 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 swerve. The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.